favorites to win that one. And then Hellraisers came alive from nowhere, took the bronze medal, and now, of course, we've got this final. Now, some of my counterpoints, and they're not very complicated. Just 2 words, if you can call them words. Kenny S, Apex.
Okay.
I'm going to abbreviate it into K-Pex.
Okay,
K-Pex.
so you have 2 words. I have 5. Exist, Freiburg, Get Right, Forrest, and Michael Lille. So you have 2 players, so 2 words versus 5. Who do you think is gonna? What do you think is gonna happen? It doesn't matter. You need.
I think if Kenny S happens,
you need all 5 players to win a point when you play against one of the best teams in the world.
Hey, look, I called NiP winning this tournament from the start, but I didn't.
Oh, you're changing your mind
No,
now.
no, hey,
I don't have to say that.
That's a prediction, but I'm talking about. I don't think NiP are going to have it all their own way. What we saw today was a very different Titan to what we saw on day 1. Yep. Kenny S has been absolutely immense, but now he's got a wingman. Apex is absolutely immense. You know, they're dropping 50 frags between them every map, it seems. And I know, even NiP are going to struggle against that, right? Surely.
Will there be enough?
Yeah, but
can we get a French analyst here?
No, but okay, I just want to point out, look at the maps as well, which is actually, I'm actually going to give this to Titan's favor in a way, because Titan picked Dust 2.
Yeah.
Great map for Titan, especially for Kenny S. I actually think that map might be close. I still think that NiP has the edge. Second map is picked by NiP. Instead of picking Inferno, they choose to pick Cash, which I think is a mistake. Inferno is by far their best map, even though Titan is good at it as well. Cash is actually a map that they would probably prefer over Inferno versus NiP.
And we've talked about this in the past when I've been doing events. You know, Cash is a map that NiP feel like, you know, I've talked to you about it back, even when you were in NiP, you were like, hey, Cash is a map, it's one of our best maps, it's one of our strongest maps. And they've got some weird results on Cash. They've lost to some terrible teams, both online and at LAN, on Cash, teams they should realistically be beating. With Titan being so good on Cash, and we've seen that here, you know, they had an epic encounter on, you know, against 3D Max, and they grinded away against Penta and eventually won it. Could that be you know, a problem? Because NiP have also said, we don't like Dust 2.
Yeah, well, that was previously, I think. They've been playing a lot of Dust 2, always first picking it versus LDLC, even though they lost. But yeah, just pointing out Cash, because that might be the deal breaker here. Because Dust 2, I think, is going to be even. If you then look at Cash, oh, Kappa, what's up?
Yeah, I was going to say, can we get the Kappa up
Yeah,
here?
I need a Kappa hat over here. Do you have it over here? Can I borrow that?
Can we get the Kappa?
Awesome.
Thanks, we'll give it you right back. There we go, Kappa's here, guys.
Okay, so
Yep.
I'm going to keep this for a while.
Yeah. We promise we will give it you back.
I'll bring it back to you.
Kappa is achieving a higher power now, though. Okay? So he's gone on to better things.
No, so Dust 2. Again, if Michael Lille is not on point, he was on point during the semifinal.
Yeah.
But again, you're playing against Kenny S. You have to go head-to-head versus Kenny S. He's been on point the whole tournament. One problem. Versus NiP, Kenny S have not really played his A game ever. This might have changed now, especially knowing the weight that he has on his shoulders. Okay, well, I need to perform in order for my team, to actually win. Yeah. But then you also have Apex, kind of like the entry fragger kind of role. Have been doing an excellent job so far. He's the guy that you need to go to for Titan, especially on a map like Dust 2. Cash, it's a little bit lopsided for me. I actually think that it favors Titan. Coming into the third map, that's Inferno. All NiP for me there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Titan needs to win 2-0 to win this final.
Totally agree.
If it goes into 3 maps, NiP will win.
Titan look a little bit shaky though on Cash.
A little bit, yeah. But so has NiP. If you look at their past results, it's not like they have a convincing win versus anybody. They're always very shaky. Yeah, they can play good at it versus a top team, and then during the winner, they almost
break the map.
Yeah.
And just to drop a bit of a bomb on you. I'm
going to give this back to you right here.
Is Kappa going?
Yeah.
I was about
they told me that I need to get rid of it now.
Oh, did they say that? Yeah. No more Kappas?
Yeah, our producer is not happy about that.
Well, you know, what I was going to say is we saw Titan absolutely demolish Penta on Inferno, 16-0. And we saw what Kenny S was doing on there, and we saw what Apex was doing on there. Now, Kenny S's AWPing on that map was just next level, phenomenal. He was unplayable. He killed 2 people every round and died 5 times.
Yeah.
Now, even if NiP are the better team on that map, and we also said Penta were the better team on that map, and I know there's a world of difference between Penta and NiP, don't get me wrong. But if Kenny S is in that kind of mood, realistically, Titan can win on all of these maps. They've got the tools. Unfortunately for them, the tools revolve around Kenny S.
Of course. I mean, that's how the team has always been, especially for Titan. And then you have, again, a new player like RPK, who used to be amazing back in Source in the beginning of CSGO. He's been gone for 2 years. And you saw he had his ups and downs. He was still decent. He feels like whenever he sees someone, he's going to be able to kill him. It's just that his movement, his map awareness is not just there. So unless Existence have a good plan for him, I think that he's going to struggle this game.
I don't know, man. We're talking about one of the best players in the world and struggling.
No. Not one of the best players in the world. Used to be one of the best players in the world. Not anymore. This is a new playing field.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. But, you know, I believe there's a phrase that we use in sports reporting quite a lot, and that is form is temporary, class is permanent. And that guy's chock-a-block full of class, in my opinion.
I agree.
That's what I'm going to say. So I know I'm sounding like I'm being a bit of a French fanboy here. I do actually think NiP are going to win, by the way. But I need to play devil's advocate here. We've got to really look at the.
Of course, I'm not. Like I said, I'm not counting Titan out of this at all. I just think that it's an uphill battle, and they actually do need to win 2-0. Doesn't matter if they actually had a good performance versus Penta on Inferno. I think that first of all, NiP not picking Inferno was a respect pick, as in okay, well they looked solid versus Penta, we're not going to pick it, but. If we get it as a third map, we're not going to mind.
Yeah. We're
going to choose to play Cash. They were looking a little bit sloppy on Cash. They're still a decent team, and I think during the Cash map, and also Dust 2, it will revolve a lot about KennyS versus Michael.
Well, now this is interesting. I'll bring this over to you. Michael, this is their first, I think, real opportunity for them to win a tournament. I think beating LDLC and Aspen, I think, would have been a real tall order for them. And now, you know, I think do you think he'll be a bit more nervous than anybody else because of that? Because I think everyone wants them to win. They got huge support here in the crowd. I think everybody is looking at them. He's the new guy. This is where he's going to really get up and running and get his first trophy in the NiP jersey.
Yeah, but
so is he going to be psyched out a little?
I don't think so, because he already played 2 big tournaments. So I don't think he's going to be more nervous now. I think he's just going to bring it this game right now.
I mean, you don't think because it is meant to be, this is destiny. They've got to win this. They've got to win this.
I don't think he's going to be more nervous, no.
But I do believe he has some more pressure, especially since that statement that he's not afraid of KennyS. No. Again, you should be afraid of KennyS.
Everyone should be afraid of KennyS.
You should be very, very afraid of KennyS.
Maybe
I'm not saying you're not a good opper. I'm just saying you have to respect your opponents.
Absolutely. I mean, in terms of this Dust 2 match that we're going to see first, and obviously we will be coming back to us between maps, so we'll have a bit more time to analyse Cash and should we need it Inferno. But let's talk about Dust 2. I want to talk about the dynamic here. You said KennyS, you're expecting him to run rampant on Dust 2. How can NiP potentially shut that down on a map where, as you've said, they've been playing it a bit more, but it's still been hit and miss for them?
I mean, NiP have a lot of experience playing Titan on Dust 2, and one thing to point out is that KennyS, he's lethal and he can be anywhere. For Michael, it's extremely important for him when he spots mid, especially on the T side on Dust 2. If he does not spot Kenny, he needs to be very quick in telling his teammates that he does not spot Kenny, because he's going to push Catwalk, he's going to push in B, he's going to push long. They need to know that, so they know, okay, well, I have to be wary of what I actually do right now. If he does spot Kenny, just continue as normal, but don't let KennyS get the entries that he's he's actually after.
Yeah. You think we're going to see the double up from NiP?
Yeah, always. Especially on Dust 2, you're always going to see double up from Michael and also Forrest. Same on Titan. You have Titan, and you also have Existence picking it up from time to time as well. So.
But what about the other players? We're talking a lot about Michael, we're talking a lot about Forrest, we're talking a lot about KennyS, we're talking a lot about Apex. It's almost as if we're overlooking, guys like Get Right. We barely mentioned him at all.
But the thing is,
and this is, the HLTV.org stamp of approval, #1 player in the world in 2014.
The difference why we don't go that much into him is that we know that he's always going to perform. We don't need him to do anything in particular. You just need him to actually do what Get Right does. It's get the frags. That's about it. Then you have these star players or the newer players as well that will make a big impact on the game. That are actually going to get you the entries, going to get you those mid-round frags. Get Right will be there to clean up the slack. No worries about that. But what happens when the other team doesn't? It's not like Get Right can kill everyone 1-on-5, right? So you actually do need the people to do the groundwork, so Get Right can just go in with his room and just be like, hey guys, I'm just going to collect a few frags here.
The cleaner.
Yeah.
What about Maniac on Titan? He's another player I just wanted to highlight. He's had a poor tournament, I think, by the standards he would have liked. Hasn't done particularly well.
I haven't seen him
quick
that
thoughts
much.
by him. Can he step it up in the final?
I think it needs to as well. I mean, everyone, especially playing against a top-tier team, you can't just have 2 players stepping up. Yeah, you can have those doing most of the work, but you still need to be able to get your frags. And Maniac, he's been struggling a little bit as of late. He does need to step up. Existence, as long as he calls as he normally does, it should be fine. And then again, RPK also needs to get his frags. We're not asking him to drop 30. Again, he just came back.
Well, I'm going to cut you off there because what we're going to do is we're going to take you over to the player presentations now, and you can hear it. Everyone's giving it up for them. We're going to do the rundown. So here we go. There's the man we were just talking about. It is Maniac. Still got a smile on his face despite the fact that it hasn't been a great tournament for him, but we're looking to step it up in the final. They're looking very relaxed. Then we've got the man described as a beast by his teammate Apex. It is RPK. There he is. Look at that. It means business. That guy. Give it up for RPK coming back. Absolutely. There's the in-game leader, the absolute genius. One of the best brains in the business, its existence, with a cheeky little wink there. Can he lead his team to victory? And then we've got Apex, the man we spoke to earlier. What a tournament he's had. Absolutely deserves a round of applause. Been playing absolutely sick. And then here he is. The star player of the team, it's Kenny S. Huge bump for him, shows his appreciation for the crowd. And we're going to move over to NiP now. Now we're going to hear some real applause. There is Freiburg, the entry picker extraordinaire. Been having a huge tournament as always. Forrest, one of the true greats in the game. And again, you can hear the appreciation for the crowd for him. The brains of the outfit, exists. There's Richard there, just again looking calm, cool, collected, as he always does. Not giving too much away. The new kid on the block, it's Makalele. He's loaded and ready to go. Great to see there, and of course, the #1 player in the world, according to HLTV.org, it is the great Get Right. So there we go. You can see how hyped the crowd are for this. And, 2 great teams. I mean, seriously, it is like reading a who's who of Counter-Strike there. It's incredible. They're just so good, both teams here. And this is why I think, it could go either way. I hope we go the full 3 maps, to be honest.
Hopefully.
Oh, so do I, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know obviously we're all talking about, NiP doing it in 2, NiP doing it in 2. But I just want to see it go the distance. I want it to be like a classic encounter. NiP have been involved in some great series lately. They had the Fnatic series and the LDLC series. I know. I'm probably going to say that Titan, I think, might take this 2 here. I think it might be bold of me.
You're going to say 2-0 to Titan?
No. I'm going to go 2-1 to NiP. I definitely think NiP are going to win.
Oh,
but now, do you know what? Just I got a feeling.
I mean, okay. First of all, you can't just have Semler root for Titan. You need one more French person over here to actually root for someone, right?
Hey,
and it's not going to be the 2 Swedes.
I'm on no one's
You're not
side,
man.
I'm an independent journalist. No, I'm just. Yeah, I'm gonna think that they'll take this 2. I think Kenny S will be in the mood. I think this 2's a very good map for an aggressive AWPer like him. I think with NiP being kind of a little bit, it's not their favorite map by any means. It's a mid-tier map pick for them. I can see Titan getting off to a good start, and then NiP doing what they always do in best of 3s. They just find a way to win. That's what I think.
I think NiP is going to take +2.
Yeah? Tell me why. Come on.
I think Makalele will bring it. I want to see Makalele, coming alive.
Makalele going against Kenny S. And it's going to be a fascinating battle. We already saw Makalele rip Hellraisers apart on Dust 2. He said when he came here for the interview, he went, I was just having a party on Dust 2. It was just easy for me. And if he has that level of confidence, I mean, can Makalele, technically, can he out-AWP Kenny S?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do.
I think in certain aspects. I always said that Makalele is a flashy player, whereas Kenny S is a very consistent AWPer. Mm-hmm. You can probably out-AWP Kenny S in certain occasions, but not all the time. So it's not just going to rely on Makalele actually hitting his shots here for NiP to win. You need the whole team.
Well, look, I think the time has come where we can stop talking about it, guys. It's great to get your thoughts. I know we're going to come back after this map. I am absolutely pumped and jacked for this final. I'll tell you 2 of the people who are as well. It is our casters, the best CSGO casters in the world. The dream partnership. It is Batman and Robin of Counter-Strike. It is Anders and Semler. Take it away, boys.
All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Batman, by the way. But before we get into that...
Get out of here, bro. Thank you, Richard, for that way over-the-top introduction. As always, you deliver. But this crowd is certainly delivering now, Anders. So sick.
Yeah.
So sick, the turnout here and the hype here, live at the event for the Grand Finals.
I had no idea that Finland was so much into esports. This is absolutely crazy. This is one of the best crowds I think we've had so far. It's so cool.
This is why I love Assembly, man. We were here for summer and it was already hype. Just the whole place full. And here at Winter, it's even bigger. Everybody's been here. The stands have been full the entire tournament long, all full 2 days, just nonstop, full-on fan action here. It is so sick to be a part of it, guys. So it's a perfect turnout.
They've been
for
rooting
a perfect
for
final.
every team. Even when 3Max ended up going out, even though they did such a good job, then they just kept rooting for all the other teams. It was really, really nice. They kept turning up.
For the first game of the day, it wasn't even 3D Max. 3D Max were in the second group.
Yeah.
But for the first game of the day,
good.
the entire time through, it has been just so sick here at the tournament. So really, guys, big shout out. And this is going to be a tournament that will deliver because this is almost like a slice of history pie here, Anders. I mean, we got Titan, we got NiP. I mean, this is like the legendary matchup.
It is, and I mean, there's some people last one. All right, well, it's not quite the same lineup, so I feel like this is the point in history where we sort of revive El Clasico a little bit here. We need to see if it's going to continue on like this, and you know, someone I have to notice. Whenever we start talking about Titan, actually, we don't even mention it, and the crowd's already ready.
The crowd starts getting into it, man.
Look at this.
That's the thing, Anders. I mean, we have, it is pretty much El Clasico. I mean, sure, Titan, they've changed names, but it is still, you know, the true blue here.
Yeah.
I mean, they bleed red, white, and blue, right? You know, this is still the very game spirit. You know, going up against NiP, Existence, leading a crew. Kenny here going toe-to-toe, and this has always been. Kenny has himself said, you know, I am not afraid of playing against NiP. I want to play against NiP.
Yeah.
It is always the team that I want to run into in tournaments, and I want to demolish them. And here he has an opportunity in a grand finals right here, first land of the year for them, to just lay it down.
It's going to be so good. It definitely will be. They seem to be a favorite. You know, NiP seem to be sort of favorite. Obviously, Fiflaren saying he thinks they can take it, Set sort of joining in. Richard a little bit disagreeing. I don't know. I'm not that confident in NiP's chances either. I actually, especially with the map pick here, I could actually see Titan ended up taking this finals.
You could see it, Paul.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
Inferno. If we make it to map 3, anything is possible, Anders. That is for sure. The casters had it right, or rather the analysts had it right. We'll see if we have it right. But, I mean, 2-1, either way is possible. Cash will be the key map. But already, we have the knife round here to determine who's going to be starting on which side. And it already looks like Titan are off to a pretty good start. They will get, well, I'm assuming Titan, they're going to go CT.
I think they will as well. So this is the grand finals. Finland, make some noise! They're loving it.
This is so good. This is the atmosphere you want for grand finals.
There's so much cool history in this. It's one thing that RBK is coming back. It's one thing that NiP started a new chapter with Mike Killeri. But you're right, Kenny saying he's not afraid. You have to consider that part of the reason why Kenny was removed was because he couldn't actually beat NiP on LAN the first time around in very games, back when they played at ESCA LAN, all the way in the beginning of Global Offensive. Titan felt, the very game felt he didn't have enough. Well, now he's back, and he's no longer afraid. Neither is Mike Killeri, so we're going to have to see how this all unfolds. It's going to be Titan CT side. The couple of grenades to see if they can hold on, and just the armor on Kenny and Apex here. And on the NiP side, I mean, they have a smoke on Forest, which is great if they're going to try and take this B-bomb side. Can be used really effectively to smoke off the door and just buy a lot of time.
And just to point it out, guys, you'll notice that the UI is a little bit tighter around the screen as well. If you're tuning into the stream, this is because this is being broadcast on national television here in Finland, and this is the format that was necessary. But getting back into the game already, NiP starting off big. Existence is going to walk right in. He picks one frag right back. 4v4 now, all of a sudden, in this retake scenario.
Yeah, he almost kills his namesake there. Existence taking down Existence. He sends him flying. Get right looking. Lower dart gets the one kill in. And Freiburg took down Existence. So this is going to be a near impossible retake for Titan. Very hard road ahead of them here. Apex is on 3 health. And they have that smoke down indoors. Forest saved it. They're going to go for the kill here. Forest to take down Apex. Now it's Kenny with 1, Kenny with 2. He's got the double. He's now charging it as a triple kill. In fact, he's got a kit as well. And Freiburg playing at the edge of the smoke. Kenny looking for him. He's not going to find him. Freiburg doing the damage, trying to shoot through the smoke here. There's a double kill for Freiburg. And time is ticking for Kenny. He's got 1 left. And he's going to go down. Freiberg to get the first pistol round. Triple kill as well. What a way to start.
And it is Freiberg himself who will be clutching it out. But for a second there, Anders, we were on the edge of our seats. Kenny certainly knows how to make it entertaining. 2 kills in a 1v3 B retake, and he still gets 2. That is still way too close for comfort. And NiP, they have to feel like they just dodged a bullet there for several of them from Kenny, one of the best operators in the world, if not the best.
That's scary as hell, but it's still pretty good for Kenny that he gets the couple of kills in there just so that he can start to build a slow economy. Maybe going to buy him a couple of grenades later on, or maybe even just an ult with armor if that's going to be the big problem here. A little bit of smoke or flash attack coming in up from short here. They're just going to try and see if they can flash Maniac in and he can pick someone off, but there's no one there just yet. So if they pop it too early, it's going to be largely ineffective. And I think they're going to realize now that they see NiP down on long and Apex going down early.
No, this is it again. Very early frag. Maniac gets picked off as well. Forced with that MAC-10. Run and gun, and he gets another one from Cat. 2 big kills. That's going to put a lot of money in his pocket. He gets a 3rd one here with the P250. And Existence is now the last man alive here for Titan. 1v4. He's got the dig, but he can't get the shot. Get Right will shut him down. And look at that. Forrest already. He's got a little crinkle around his eye. And they are so focused right now, both of these teams. It is so very close between both of these teams. The slightest mistake will get punished, as we've seen already in the pistol, just how close it was. Forrest, of course, with some magic there on Cat to give NiP a solid edge and to put a lot of money in his pocket. And he continues to hold on to the MAC-10 because he knows that this is going to be another round of eco out of Titan. He knows that they're going to be sticking on pistols, so it's more opportunity for him to pick up frags with that SMG, which is $600 a pop. So that puts a lot of money in your pocket compared to the usual.
And look at Titan, just waiting in CT spawn. They've already put 2 people over, and they heard Michael assault booming from T-spawn, so they know what's up. They know they've been spotted crossing. Now they're just hoping that NiP is going to make the mistake of thinking, well, probably that means there's a couple of people here in A, and you can see NiP throwing the grenades as though someone would be hiding up here. Obviously, at the end of the day, they're probably hoping that NiP would try and go middle or B so that they can sort of all group up and help out. NiP right now are actually making a smart choice. They're continuing at long. They know there's not going to be a scout in play here or anything like that, so it's a pretty safe choice, I'd say.
No, look at this sneak from RPK. He catches Forrest. That is a great kill, but it is a bit too late, seeing as how the bomb is just going to get planted on this A site, and they will be able to lock this down now. NiP, they have control along as well, although Existence is there to contest that. And he will be lurking around long house, but the question is he going to get peeked out? He gets spotted, so now NiP know that somebody is around here. They aren't just going to run out willy-nilly and give him a free frag.
They should go for exit frags right now, especially because they're not going to save the MAC-10 and use it next round. So just do whatever you can to see if they can overwhelm somebody here. And they're all 4 grouping up, see if they can take down Exist. He's got the Galil, plenty of bullets, sprays on through, does a tremendous amount of damage over in Longhouse, and they're actually going to back off, even RPK with the MAC-10 here. Freiberg wants a little bit more, tries to see if he can get the last kill in. He's doing good damage and ends up taking out RPK. So not a big loss for Titan, but shame they couldn't pick up that last kill.
I like the idea from Titan, I really do. Even if it is a choke point, and if one of them stops, the rest of them aren't going to be able to get through. Putting 4 pistols there, they came so close to picking off Exist. 1 more bullet there onto Exist, and they get that frag, and they would have been perfectly happy with that. So
look at this, NiP going straight for the double up setup. They're just going for it, and so is Titan. Gonna peek out on long. Michael gets a shot in on Kenny, so already that battle has started across the other side of the map. Existence gonna take down Forrest. So that's a big start here for the French, Belgian, Swiss team, but Apex goes down.
And I love it. Now they know that they actually ran the same strat, that there's a double up on T side, there's a double up on CT, and Titan, now they have the edge holding this. And we see RPK actually playing to Existence's usual spot here at the top of B. He is getting ready to be able to block off those doors if NiP decide to run in. And he's got Existence watching his back, but now we have to see what Michael is capable of here. He's going to go for the peek, and he gets the shot. Existence is gone. RPK here, however, to plug the gap, and he gets 2 frags.
That's really important here. Apex peeking in, that's the bomb down. And Apex is on 2 health. First time around, he went down to 46 health from a grenade, and now he's on just 2 health. But Exist can't really do much right here. If he could get the bomb down, it'd certainly be a really, really big help to NiP. But actually holding it at 1v3, unless Titan just walk in one at a time, it's not going to work. In fact, I kind of wish he had a flashbang so he could go aggressive, because if he's going to wait for them here, they should be able to coordinate well enough. Nice shot from Exist now on 1v2. And Apex health, oh, if he's the first target, that's going to be big. Exist is playing very well. He gets the headshot, but Kenny's there, top of the box to finish that round. Still very dangerous.
Very close margins there. And the fact that Kenny finds that angle just barely in time, a split second longer there, and he's able to duck out of the way, Exist, and dodge that bullet, and it's a nigh impossible situation there for Kenny to get done. He needs to catch Exist making a mistake, and at that point, Exist would know where he is. It would just be way too difficult. But now, Titan, a very expensive round for both teams with 2 double op plays there, but they're on the board. And as far as Titan are concerned, I think that's going to be the big play here, the big point to be made. They are now on the board with a round.
They really want to cross, but they're so scared. Michaelele's actually been hitting a couple of shots down the middle, just straight gap shots, which kills you, and that's something you really want to avoid on the CT side, of course. And the 5th round just now getting underway. Boost coming up here, sometimes referred to as the Noah boost. They're going to get grenaded down once again. RPK drops Freiburg, just taking blind shots through it. Apex really wants to steal the rifle there, but he's falling even lower on health. And should think about running away. He's going to get the M4, but now he's on 20 health.
This, to me, this is NiP being very thorough as well, but it seems like they may have an idea. They want to try and start taking tools out of Titan's toolbox. Then you don't need that wrench. You don't need that boost. Nope, no, this isn't going to do. I mean, the fact that they go ahead and actually make Titan think about using that boost in the future is great. Deny your opponents their tools early on and then see what they're capable of. But the setup right now is looking fantastic for NiP. Michaelele again delivers the entry frag onto B, and this is a big play now. Existence is trying to hold the gap, and he's only going to get the 1 kill. That isn't quite good enough. Kenny holding at the gap from CT, but the smoke goes down, and he's not going to be able to stop them from getting that bomb plant down.
They're getting flanked on long as well. Get right, always looking, always behind your team. Going to come up, get the 1 kill, and he's a master at spraying too. Gets that 2nd kill home as well. So not only would that have been great if Titan had been more people alive, because they could have stopped the retake altogether, but even as Titan are trying to actually save the rifles, Get Right is merciless, and that's going to be a big round here now, 4-1. And Titan, I mean, they're on the CT side, so they can afford to lose a couple of rounds here, but it's not, you know, they still need a lot more. I think when they're playing NiP on this map, need at least 7 or 8 here on the first half.
Yeah, 6, you know, if at the bare minimum, 6 rounds. And it's not looking too hot right now for Titan, seeing as how they just got their money reset. We'll have to see if they decide to go for a force buy in the next round, or if they're going to eat another round of eco and just decide to give NiP a lead, get equipped again with the double op perhaps, and just go from there. But all the pressure is going to be on Titan at this point, because as far as the beginning of this map is concerned, it certainly is not going their way. Apex on Cat gets peeked out by Freiburg, and Michaelele with a nade onto Kenny. Exist, it's just frags raining in everywhere. The remaining 2 members of Titan split in half at this point. Maniac on one side of the map, RPK on the other, and RPK starting to come into mid, looking to see if he can catch somebody off guard, but Exist, so patient, spots him out and sprays him down. No, he does not! RPK denies him!
Yeah, it's a good kill coming in there, just chipping away slowly at the NiP team. Majority obviously survive. The question is if Titan can even realistically buy here. I mean, the problem is, and this is something Titan has faced before, if they buy a lot too early, if they force up the rounds and get FAMASas, that means no AWP for Kenny. That's one of the major resources on their team, and as a result, actually, they're not even going to attempt it. I don't think they could have anyway. So buying a couple of Deagles, actually 3 of them, that's impressive.
And Freiburg again, creating opportunities for his team here. NiP, nothing crazy with what NiP are doing either. They just go take control of mid, just rush it there with Freiburg to see if anybody's going to be peeking out. They get the punish that they were looking for, and now Titan are once again under pressure. Triple Deagle here still alive though, so they can do the damage. They just need to find the angle, and Michaelele is not going to allow Kenny to move around freely. Picks him off a Cat, and that reduces the defense on A site by 1 member here. Remaining 2, doing the best that they can. Michaelele not going to find that shot. Existence ducks right in time. But the cleanup continues. Exist is merciless.
Oh, RPK does come in with the 1 Deagle, and they do need these kills every once in a while. He's only going to get the 1, just like last time. When you buy 3 Deagles like that, you really are hoping that you can get just that really good opening. It's definitely not easy, but Titan do need just small steps. Get back in the game, get a little bit of confidence back, and try and slow NiP down just a tiny bit. But this is the round. When you've saved twice to try and see if you can get these rifles in, you need to make something really big happen in Existence. Flashing his way over, goes for a quick shot. I think actually Michaelele was down suicide, and Kenny boosted up on short, going to try and take a fight with him, but not going to come out on top either. Maniac not realizing Get Right is there, and this could be completely fatal. But I don't think they realize Maniac is here either. This is almost Counter-Strike Circus. They're just happily and mutually ignoring each other out on long. Now the smoke's going to disappear. Is Get Right going to get spotted? Yes, he will, mate. He's like, wait, what? How did you get there?
I think GetRight was thinking the same thing at that point. He looked, but he was just a little bit too late there to react in time. NiP building off of this, they realize now that Maniac hasn't come back off of long. GetRight would have spotted some kind of movement like that with his death cam. But Kenny's still on short, and Friberg picks him off. Kenny is gone, not able to have that impact that his team desperately needs. Apex is now doing what he can here on A slope, and Friberg, another kill for him. And this is falling apart now. The remaining defense, Maniac is going to try and hope it up long, but he's going to get cut short. No, he stops the bomb plant from going down. And that was very important. Oh no, he does not.
If he had a grenade, it'd be so big right now. They're fighting for it. Look how much damage they've done, Titan. They've almost retaken this bomb site. They just need to add a few more bullets, but it's going the wrong way. myKyleele picking up a kill. Forest goes down this time, but the bomb's planted for short, and they've got an AWP over there. It's the myKyleele artillery just waiting to pick them off. And one hiding in Gandalf as well. There's the one kill for the Swedish AWPer. RPK takes him down. Exist hiding in pretty much the perfect spot, and with no kit, he gets the kill, but there's no time. He has to run.
He's looking for the AWP. He can't find the AWP. He won't be able to save one in time for Kenny.
Gonna go down with the bomb, 7-1.
That moment.
That double opening on short from Friberg was so big, and the way it happened is the smoke actually allowed them to walk past Kenny's scope the first time around. He took a moment to just unscope and just recompose himself. When he re-peeked, Friberg was already past, and Kenny just didn't realize.
And Friberg, that kind of shot is also a very common position to peek from with the AWP. So Friberg, he's going to be pre-aiming that spot, trained on it. An attempt at a flick there by myKyleele, but he falls just short. So Titan are able to make it across, but once again, Titan find themselves holding pistols in their hands when they would much rather have rifles. GetRight will find Maniac, so Long is now going to be open here, and Exist spots out a member on Cat, and Kenny, instant headshot there. myKyleele stopping that push up mid, though, and they are going to be able to take over Long here. NiP based off of the Maniac kill. Looks like they're just going to be very thorough, clear it out, and they already have the smoke to block off CT. They will get control of A site, no problem at all.
I was very curious about the way that they've handled Kenny so far, is that it's not quite the way that a lot of other teams would do it, where you try and just smoke off or run away from where Kenny is. NiP are actually not afraid of taking the fight to Kenny and just saying, we'll fight you. Forest, myKyleele with a kill each here. Existence trying to save the AK if he can. He's going to take down GetRight. And everything matters right now. One single AK could definitely be the difference, and Titan, they just need it all. All the money.
And smart move there by Existence. He realized, of course, that Forrest is still going to be up in T-spawn, so he does not go running past. He doesn't give Forrest the opportunity. Free fire coming in by Friberg, and he hits the angle just right. Playing the angles there, and Friberg comes out ahead, denies the save there for Existence, and that's going to be painful for Titan, especially when their money is so rocky like this. If they could have held on to that AWP, that could have meant a full set of nades for somebody going into the defense here for Titan. So that made a difference. Friberg, again, just relentless on the hunt, but they have just enough, again, to eke out this buy. Look at them skimping on helmets. They're trying to just make everything count at this point. They know that the AKs will kill them regardless, so they don't decide to invest in it. Rather, put that $300 into a smoke.
And that's a sensible choice at this point. They really do need everything. Forest with the AWP, myKyleele with one, NiP again. They're playing the most standard Dust 2 you can imagine right now. They're holding long, they're holding upper dark, they're congregating in the middle, making sure they have the mid control, throwing cover grenades up short, making sure that no one's gonna instantly jump down on them while they're busy in mid. And then they're just checking everything. Is there a guy in corners? Is there a boost going on? Can we grenade the boost? Like, they're just doing all the basic stuff here to try and make sure that Titan are as far back on the map as possible. And then once they execute, it's worked, well, 8 out of 9 rounds so far.
Well, right now, Kenny needs to be taking advantage of these opportunities that he's given right now. I mean, he mid-doors there. That's a shot that Kenny should be able to hit, and he sends it wide yet again. So we are waiting for that moment when Kenny is going to start chaining those frags together and really having an impact. It is not too late for Titan, but they do need to get started. They do need to get started right now. They have very little room for error at this point. So if they have the opportunity to get shots like that, they need to jump on them. Kenny cannot afford to miss. Forrest now, he's going to be inching his way in, and he catches Existence off guard.
Oh, RPK with the one. Last time it was a double, but this time it's not. And now Titan actually can't retake. And they think maybe GetRight's going to be out, but he's all the way in T-spawn. How can you even predict this? Maniac goes down. They have to essentially just hate GetRight right now, because even when they just want to save, he's always there, right next to them, to make their lives even harder. He did get a leg shot then, Kenny and Apex.
I'm not sure if Apex spotted the man on B slope there. This is going to be a very tricky position. they won't be. They should be able to hold here at long, but that bomb is ticking down, and NiP have fully committed now to the hunt to get these guns off of Titan. We can all see the money that Titan have right now. They cannot afford to lose these rifles. If they were, there'd be a huge blow, and Kenny gets headshot by Freiburg from A site. Get right now trying to hunt down Apex. Apex, the bomb goes off. The clock is ticking, and Freiburg can't close the angle. Apex instead will take out Michaelele. So one gun saved there for Titan.
That's a really, really, really thin silver lining that you lose the AWP and then you get the last kill in at the end, especially considering that NiP do have a lot of consecutive rounds here. Their economy is building up steadily. And now Titan realize that this is definitely the right choice. They can't do more ecos to get double overs or anything like that. They have to go all in. And Kenny, when it really matters the most, it's probably him they have to look for. He opens up on Exist, and he's going to be very mobile this round. You can already tell, just trying to be all over the map. Misses the shot in the middle. He wants a little bit more. And that's the strength of Kenny as an opera. Same for Michaelele. Get the shot, move somewhere else, and just keep on, rinse and repeat. Maniac with a good killer on longs to take down Michaelele. Things are looking a lot brighter here. 9-6 is still a chance.
Oh, the timing that he hits there. But Get Right finds the headshot. Maniac does not land the follow-up. And in the meantime, Freiburg is sneaking right now. He is lurking through, and he might very well catch RPK off guard. He does. Instant headshot, looks for the follow-up, but Existence will take him down. Instead, now it's going to be on Forrest here. He has an AK. He has a Molotov. It's about to get hot in there. Existence is going to have to give ground, but he takes the headshot first. He will not move, Forrest.
Yeah, great play from ASUS' AK. Not an easy fight to hit either. Get Right trying for the AWPing, and last time we saw that, it was a little bit miserable, but this time he doesn't really have a chance. He's just going to go for it here. 30 seconds left. Try and see if he can kick someone off, and he won't. Kenny find a double kill, and Titan finally going to pick up a second round.
And one thing to note here is that Kenny, I think, is a bit more comfortable opping on B site rather than A site, because when Titan had that run of dominance on Dust 2, when they just looked untouchable, Kenny was handling this half of the map. He was not handling the A side of the map. And so that might, no matter how slim, when we're talking about margins as slim as the ones between these two teams, the fact that Kenny might very well just be a little bit more capable over there, that could make the difference, because he's picked up 2 kills. And there we go. Pushes out into mid, pulls a bit of a Shoxy, and takes out Michaelele to start. NiP are now down their AWP.
How do you find the confidence to do that when you're 7 rounds down? You simply decide to smoke middle, run through, and then take a pick. And if you die, that's one of the major resources for your team instantly gone. Existence here, up in the window, looks back towards B just a little bit too soon. If he had stayed there, probably would have got himself an opportunity any second now. Oh, well.
Very much like to change of position, however. RPK will be covering the doors. Existence will be covering the main entrance. RPK surely has spotted them out, and Apex begins spraying. He knows that people are moving up there. Kenny, in the meantime, is taking out Freiburg. Big kill there. And RPK is now trying to force the man out of Upper Dark. He takes that fight and wins it. And Kenny, not this time, he says. Get Right, you're not going to catch me off guard.
Now we need somebody to go back and look at the demo, because I think Exist jumped through the window while it was on fire and actually burned to death mid-air. So I really, really need to see that in slow motion at some point, because that looks really, really funny. But a great round from Titan, and you can tell RPK, either someone's telling him or he already realizes that holding upper like that when a push is coming from middle is so important. And he managed to do that just fine. So that's a very small detail, but it's very important. Kenny to take down Exist. Titan seem to be back in the game. Maniac is gonna kill Get Right. It might be a little bit late in the day to get back in the game, but better late than never.
Yeah, exactly. Better when you have a shot at 6 rounds than when you have a shot at 4. And Kenny, whoa, Apex saves him there. Freiburg can't land the shot in time. And then Michaelele comes into it, takes Apex off of A slope. We're down to a 4-on-2 now, however. NiP still gathered up. They still have bomb control as well, and they are looking to take the fight towards A. Kenny whiffed the shot, but Michaelele did as well, and he's trying to set up an opportunity here. He's trying to look for it. He misses the second shot, goes for the duck, misses the third, and he will finally get taken out by Michaelele.
Through the top of the box as well. That's a really dirty shot. 50 seconds on the clock here, and now that they have Michaelele in position, Titan really got to think about what they're doing. They have a flash and actually a Molotov as well, which could be really great, exactly where NiP are holding it. They could just firebomb the bomb site, and all of a sudden, NiP would have very limited coverage. So I need them to use that Molotov. That's going to be really important. RPK is the one holding it, and it's easy to throw in here. There it is, bouncing in. Michaelele forced out. He's going to get the first kill here. Forrest picks it up. He burns alive, and now it's down to Existence. 1v2, Forrest hiding, but the clock is so far ticked, they gotta move faster than this. Forrest spraying with the AK Existence, taking a lot longer than he should here, and he's going to get the kill. But there is no time, he has to run, and that's going to be a 10th round.
Why did they hesitate, Titan? Why did they hesitate? They must have sat in mid for 3, 4, 5 seconds there. That could have made all of the difference in that retake. I mean, perhaps they're waiting, they're lurking to see if anybody's going to be trying for any funny business from NiP's side. Maybe they didn't get an idea as to where they were positioned properly there, but the fact that they waited, they hesitated for 3 seconds, 4 seconds at mid, that cost Titan. And Mikelele takes out Existence. No peeking this time, Existence. And NiP have the man advantage going into the 14th round. Apex, however, catches Freiburg off guard, and he wants more. He's looking towards lower dark, still hanging around here as well. Goes with the parting HE and decides to play it safe, seeing as how this is still a 4-on-4 situation.
It's really hard to keep NiP down when they're playing this well. You can tell Titan are really trying to find their A-game, but NiP did bounce back after just a single round like that. And I think that last round, as soon as the Molotov was down, that was the key to go. Leg shot in, grenade over, and perfect, Kenny. Touchdown.
Oh, that was too beautiful. You know he's been practicing that angle, right? So, man advantage now for Titan. 50 seconds left on this clock in this round, and Titan have decided to collapse back onto the sites. They still have one man holding it long, so A defense might be a bit weaker here. A lot of this is going to come down to Maniac and his ability to play from pit. He has the support of Apex as well. But the remaining 2 members are on the other side of the map for Titan. It's going to take very long for them to rotate in. Maniac has to hit this timing right. Takes the peek, spots out 2, and that's very important. He's going to be under pressure, though, and Existence overwhelms him instantly. Apex, instant rotation from him, looking towards Cat. He needs to try and close the gap.
This is going to be a bunch of crossover kills for this to work. It's 3-3, only 20 seconds left. If they drop the bomb in the middle of the crosshair, that's going to be big. Flash in, Exist, no Apex, he can't get the kill. Now Kenny, look at this, 10 seconds. Kenny drops 1, but Get Right's the one who has the bomb, and it makes it past with 9 seconds left, and now it's a 1v2 for Kenny. And Forrest, well, the plant's obviously going to be for long, and Forrest is down there with an AWP. Get Right holding the site. These retake is near impossible, but Kenny has to go for it.
No, there's no more room, and he has no Kevlar as well. If he gets into a drawn-out fight, this is going to be brutal. So difficult for him to land the shots, and right now he's just waiting. He's willing them to peek. He wants them to take the risk to try and get the information, but they will not. Get Right is not listening to Kenny's wishes and dreams. He's a ninja. He's ruthless.
Yeah, and that's what they needed to do at NiP, just stay out of harm's way, and that's going to win them the round. Man, that little time. If Get Right had been the first target, if the bomb had dropped, it's sort of random where it ends up. They could have just been enough that NiP wouldn't have been able to pick it up in time.
So big. And that is pretty much shattered everything here for Titan. And now they're looking at 11-4, the best case scenario. I mean, Titan, they are not weak on the T side, far from it, especially with Kenny, but it's going to be a very difficult fight for them, seeing as how NiP's CT side is fairly solid, especially with the addition of Mikelele in the roster. That AWP makes the difference for NiP. And Apex this time around decides to hang around on Cat a bit too long, and that's actually a gun down, drops now. So Titan, they have one less gun to work with at this point. In a 4v4, Kenny is going to have to work his magic.
That one saved AWP could come in big for them. It's already picked up 1 kill. Existence here in the middle with the Deagle in hand. Just watching patiently in case someone was going to come through the smoke. And you really never know. As long as Get Right is alive, crazy things can happen. And 4 rounds. It's not great on the CT side, not any longer.
I'm loving this decision from NiP. Overwhelming force, overwhelming power. And the Molotov to force him out into the open. It doesn't get any better than that. RPK is gone now, and all 4 members for NiP are about to go crashing into this B site. Get Right lurking a little bit back in upper dark to protect the back here of NiP, but Existence, he's got the Deagle, looks for the shot, he's not gonna get it, does get the tag as the man tries to jump across to the bomb site, but he will not get the kill, and that's exactly what had to happen.
Wait a minute, Maniac's coming behind. They could actually sandwich Get Right. That would be really good. If they can take control of upper, they might be able to take this fight. Get Right goes down. Maniac now coming through. AWP takes down Exist as well. There's a 2v2 retake, but they're both coming in from the same angle, and the bomb is so far tick. They got to move quick. Up on the box here. Maniac trying his very best right now, and he's going to go for it with the 5-7 instead. Can they actually make this work? He's straight on the bomb, but they're going to get him. Freiburg and Forrest not leaving anything to chance, and NiP going to finish the half in 12-3 fashion. That's convincing.
It's masterful right now. Definitely thought that it would be closer in this first half, that Titan would be able to battle back, but it took quite a bit there for Kenny to warm up. And Apex, I mean, it felt like Titan weren't quite able to connect with their shots, whereas the NiP, it felt like they hit the ground running. They were just all pressure, straight up, not hesitating at all. Right from the pistol, they're straight in Titan's face, not letting him get comfortable. I think that's a lot of it boils down to Titan. They needed to land the shots at the beginning, and it wasn't until about halfway through the half where we started to see them warm up. And by then, they no longer had a cushion. They couldn't afford to give up rounds. It was far too close, and now it's far too far. It's too far gone. That's what I'm trying to say. NiP, they have a huge lead going into the second half.
You've got to wonder how much of this first half was decided by that 1v1 between Kenny and Freiburg and the pistol. What kind of start would Titan have had if they had got that and actually won the round? Well, now they get a new chance at a pistol round, and it kind of has to work for a multitude of reasons, because even if they get the pistol, it's a very limited chance they can actually win the map, but they can distance themselves, put some buffer space between this map and the next one, mentally reset, get a little bit of confidence back. There's so many things, and we always mention it is always true. You do need to just not outright lose, at least put a break on it, and who knows, maybe once in a blue moon, you are going to find that comeback.
As far as Titan are concerned in this pistol, they're taking their time. They are not rushing. Minute 10 is about to pass, and now they start to make some noise, but Get Right is positioned here on Cat, and he's just waiting for somebody to show himself. And there you go. He drops the bomb carrier as well. They spotted it out. He's got the help of Michaelele here on Cat as well, and Get Right Michaelele finding the headshots. Nothing but headshots. 4 of them for NiP, and Apex, he's left all by his lonesome trying to push up long, but there's soon to be 5 ninjas here. And this is not going to end well. A perfect headshot round for NiP. And there's the terrific start that they were looking for in this second half.
Absolutely flawless. And the way that worked out was Get Right had all the focus. Everyone was shooting at him, and Michaelele could just casually pick up a couple of headshots in between. It was really, really good teamwork coming out there from NiP. Really hard to deal with. And now Titan, no bomb plant. They buy whatever they can here, but unless they can get this round home, and they're playing against a fairly well-equipped NiP team. And on Dust, I mean, closing the distance between the FAMAS, the Scout, the M4 is not easy. The Tech-9 is good, the Eagle is pretty better at range, but it's still not easy. You can see NiP are playing super defensive positions. They are all grouped up. The only spot you hit where you would only really fight one person is maybe long, but there's a guy in pit, he can just hide and flash and wait for someone to come in. Because Get Right, he even has a flash out. He's just saying, well, if you come, I'm going to flash and my teammate's going to come up.
There you go. But they have focus on Cat right now for the time being. Smokes and flashes going down here for Titan. They are looking, this almost looks like the Cat plant for them. The Titan just want to run up behind this smoke, behind the box, and try and get the plant down, but instead they go running into Goose. And that's not going to catch Exist off guard. He reacts in time and gets the kill, drops the bomb at his feet, and Apex, once again, all by his lonesome. But not a single frag for Titan is a problem. They spent the money on pistols, they invested in the nades, they needed to do something, some form of damage to that to Get Right and NiP, and it just did not happen.
Man, Titan did it earlier in the day when they played against Penta. They kind of shut them down and had a 16-0 victory. I think they're about to feel what it's like almost, because this is getting completely out of control. Blocks all around means technically Titan would be fighting for a 12-round comeback into overtime and then a victory. I don't think we've ever seen that. Not at this stage, not at the Grand Finals.
Not in the Grand Finals. And on Dust 2, when NiP have got the bit between their teeth, they've got the money, they've got the rifles, they're on CT side Dust 2. It's an incredibly difficult task that Titan have ahead of them here. And Apex has already fallen to Michaelele's Scout. It's a full hard eco coming out from Titan right now as well.
And that would actually have been a position if Apex had a Deagle. He probably would have killed Michaelele then. But the one time when he's in a perfect position for it, he has a Glock instead, and it's not even close to being as effective.
It's a pea shooter versus armor. You feel like you're shooting spitballs. Now let's say Existence is gone. Freiburg, he's going at it with the burst, and he's going to get punished. 1 frag for him only. Forrest here, however, is going to get taken out as well. All of a sudden, I take it back. The Glock is amazing. Maniac picks off Exist, and now 3 kills for Titan. And that's all they're going to get. Get Right is there to make sure that the party stops. He's not interested in having fun, Anders. Not allowed.
I have no idea how, like, that's definitely not supposed to happen. It takes such a lot of shots. Even when they're headshots, you have to land a fair few in straight succession, but that worked out somehow. Well played with the Glocks.
That's the thing, they heard what we said. They're like, oh, hold on, we have to demonstrate.
Kenny is here. Playing a slightly safer position in Suicide, just ready for someone to take the jump over a peak really high in the middle. Forest. Michael still with the scout. That's how confident they feel. They're not even going to change the scout out. The grenade initially on Maniac must have been almost a double, or at least some shots going through, because he's down to 3 health. And with armor, that's really not supposed to happen. Michael is ready and waiting. They've got a guy on slope as well. This is going to be rough. Apex looking for the fight initially with the AK, but the smoke goes off. NiP, they've been winning the fights when they've been taking them, but they're playing it safely. They say, we're not going to take the fight. Smoke is on. Forest missing a shot here, and he's going to go down. Kenny with the opening. Again, Titan. The more rounds they can get right now, the longer it's going to be before we see Cash, the more confident they're going to feel going into that map. And Freiburg is alone, very much alone. NiP have abandoned him. In fact, they're saying, Freiburg, we're trusting you to hold this bomb site on your own. And flashes out. Freiburg going to go aggressive, and he's not going to get the kill. He does a lot of damage to Kenny in existence, but should be a lost round here for NiP. There's almost no way they can actually throw this away, Titan.
Yeah, there's actually no reason for NiP to be throwing away the guns either, because they have the M4. You can see them just attempt a shot to see if they can't pick somebody up who's trying to pass over across the doors there towards the B site. But NiP at this point, they realize what's happening. They know full well that this is going to be a B plant, and the likelihood of them retaking, pretty slim. So hold on to the AWP, hold on to the expensive rifles. Apex, however, he just spots Get Right. Oh, this could be good. If he can just find that angle, get up there, he could potentially catch Get Right off guard. Flash out, and this is a tense moment. Get Right, of course, is pre-aiming this. Who's going to have the reactions? Apex knows that Get Right is here. Get Right will not be outdone.
I'm wondering if Apex is thinking at that point, this is more than just a chance to get a rifle away. It's also a chance to get, put Get Right just a little bit out of his element. Just a little bit frustrated that you lose like right at the end. Everything counts. Just every little bit that they can get in their favor here.
But Titan buy themselves a little bit more time. I think that's the important thing. It bears out that the more time they can have to reset mentally, the better it will go on Cash, or at least the odds will increase of that. Michael, however, is not interested in wasting any time. He just assassinates Apex on Cat. Starts off very strong. Michael looking for the punish into lower dark as well. The HEs go raining out, but they do not do further damage.
Look at existence. How did he get to this position? This is almost some ninja level play. He's going to come through the door or someone from the window and get down Forest. But Freiburg returns the kill on RPK, and it's going to be Kenny coming in from upper dark to drop Freiburg. So that's a really good B-take going on right here. And Maniac just has to stay alive in the middle. That way NiP have to divide their attention between lower dark and B bomb site, and that makes the retake even more difficult than it already is at B here. They've got a couple of grenades, and they got a lot of diffuse kits as well. And NiP, they're not going all in on it. They do want to see if they can get an opening pick. If they get one kill here, then I'm pretty sure the retake is straight on. And just looking to see if anyone wants to peek. Kenny gonna take down Maniac. Get Right finds the kill there, and it is gonna be a 2v2.
They know that Kenny, look at Exist. He sees the gun barrel, and he unscopes just as Kenny decides to peek. It is going right, and Get Right realizes he does not have the time to get in there and get the defuse, let alone get the kills. They get the kill on Kenny regardless. Do they lose the AWP? I think they do. I don't think he gets there in time to pick it up. Oh, it will be very close if he does, but still another round notched up for Titan here. NiP, and that it has to be said, that round is due to existence in that lurk. He was going full Get Right there, just sneaking all the way up B slope, pinning down Freiburg, taking out Forest. That was all due to existence and the quick reaction of his teammates afterwards to build off of what he'd already discovered.
Kenny proudly receiving that grenade. Said, yeah, you can do some damage, but I'm going to take you out. Forest close, Tech 9 in hand. Could have been dangerous for RPK. Look at his health, 10 left. Really crucial that he gets that return swiftly. Now, did they hear a couple of more members coming in? Freiburg is making a decent amount of noise here, picking up the rifle. So Titan might have a clue that something is going on inside that B bomb site, because A is definitely the place to attack right here. Michael has no rifle, and he's very much alone.
Well, this is all about the mind games at this point. Who is going to get the proper read? And existence usually so on point. Now it seems like Titan, with 50 seconds left, they have so much gear as well. They have all the nades. They have everything they need, but they just happen to be going towards the one site that has the 2 rifles on this map for NiP, and that is going to be a problem.
There's a big if here. When they come in, they're going to be looking at Freiburg. He doesn't have armor, so they might be able to kill him quick if they get a body shot in, but Get Right has armor and 30 bullets. They're going to Molotov him out. They use the same trick, but Get Right gets the kill. Freiburg as well. Finally, Get Right goes down, but now Michael has shown up. It's a 2v2, 25 seconds left. Freiburg with the headshot keeps spraying, and that's going to be the end. Triple kill for Freiburg. Titan made just one wrong call in the wrong round, and it ends.
And that is all the opening that NiP need, but that also shows you, despite Titan being one of the best teams in the world right now, the difference between a top 3 team or even a team that has been finishing in the finals and a team that is trying to make it, it is just a gulf. But Freiburg, I mean, that is just such clean play from NiP, and also just unfortunate for Titan. I mean, just how things went there, excuse me, how things pan out. The fact that they think that they have the proper read, that NiP, they might want to split rifles essentially. Put one on A site, put one on B site, right? But NiP, no, they go for the gamble. They say, if they're going to come to B site, great. We'll have both guns there, and we'll have the highest impact possible. It's going to be the most damage delivered to Titan. It'll be the best case scenario for us. If they don't, it's fine. We hold on to the AKs for the next round. So just sometimes Titan, the luck, just not there.
And it also highlights how much of a momentum map Dust 2 could be. Once you get that good start, you win the pistol round, and you get get AWP before the other team, and you win the crucial 4th round. It makes such a big difference. But to help us out with figuring out what actually happened in that game, we do have the analyst panel. So Richard, take it away, please.
So before we went into that map, I said I had 2 words, okay? And I said Kenny S and Apex. After watching that map, I've now got 1 word: wrecked. Discuss.
I mean, there's not really that much to say. Very one-sided game, 16-5 to NiP. The only one really doing anything in Titan was Kenny S. And even he was even lackluster, missing a lot of easy shots. You actually see it. This is what I was talking about before, where Kenny S tends to choke a little bit against NiP.
I think you've been a little bit harsh singling him out. If I didn't know better, I'd say you had some evil vendetta.
No, but I was saying we were talking about it, right? Apex had a horrible game.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was going to say. There was people, way down there who didn't perform. I mean, we highlighted Apex as one of my favorite words, and he only got 4 frags, Marcus.
Yeah. Well, what happened was also that they got picked apart in B. It was like in the start of the game, it was like the first 2 weapon rounds, they were going B all the time, and the only round when I think it was 9-1, that was the round that Kenny S came B with the AWP. That's what they took, this pretty much the only round. Otherwise than that, they were getting picked apart in B.
Yeah, it was a strange game. I mean, I thought Titan would have a bit more intensity about them, a bit more, what's the word? A bit more drive. They really seem to just kind of be going through the motions, and NiP on
I just think they seem scared.
Playing scared?
Yeah, you saw it. That's not how you saw Titan play before. And then you had ASUS was playing good, and Michael Lele was also playing good. But in general, like the whole, they felt scared to me. They didn't really do what they were supposed to do. They didn't hit their shots, and it was just very blah.
Yeah,
right. It was like
it was. It's very, very hard to really put a finger on what went wrong, because so much kind of did. And like you say, we saw Kenny S kind of in fits and starts. He did hit some amazing shots, but he also missed some easier ones. I think RPK again in fits and starts. He had some nice moments on B. I don't think he's quite adapted to the idea that if you use the same position over and over again, a Molotov's going to make you move. You're going to get some hot shoes.
Well, the problem also is with RPK, but he got a couple of frags, yes, but that was only like the cleanup frags after his mate has died, so it didn't really make a difference, really.
You have to keep in mind, we're talking about Molotovs. I don't think even Molotovs existed in this game when he quit.
You know what? I was thinking about that the other day, and I was thinking when he was playing, were Molotovs there?
No.
Because he had a moment on Mirage as well where he kind of threw one, and it just went all over the floor, and everyone was like, what was that?
But I actually did not expect Titan to win Dust 2, though. I think that the one chance that they have is Cash. It's probably the bigger chance. And then again, coming into third map, if they actually do manage to win on Cash, they were looking solid versus Penta, 16-0, and very nice CT side.
Yeah.
But I wonder if they can do it again versus NiP. But first things first, it's Cash. I think that this map suits Titan more than it suits NiP. But after that stomp, I'm not sure if they can get out of it.
Yeah. Have they even gotten into the game yet?
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, yeah, you got to know you're in a final. You got. I mean, seriously, you know, the crowd have been great. The hype's there. Everyone should be really pumped up for it. And it is strange to see Titan so subdued and a little bit, you know, frustrated with themselves. But you know, I don't see how. You know, NiP they've been better on Cash. You know, I did highlight at the start when we were talking about it, they've had some horrible results on Cash in the past. I remember them losing to an Estonian and Finnish mix called Online Bots 16-1. When you were still playing for them on Cash. And after
This was
that,
a long time ago, though.
yeah,
it's kinda hard to
and
do that now.
after that game, I remember, I think I was talking to Get Right or someone, and they was like, no, we're great on Cash. And I'm like, dude, the evidence points otherwise. And then they went into another game, and I think you lost 16-4. The reason I know is I was commentating on that tournament, and I just thought, yeah, NiP and Cash isn't going to work out. You kept working at it. Obviously, you guys got better, but I think there is a chance for Titan, but I don't know. I think NiP are just too focused right now. You saw how relaxed they were on stage. Makalele
really
doesn't
confident.
even care. You know, he's laughing and joking. It's a long road back for Titan.
Yeah, but one of the things you need to do is you actually have to show them that we're actually here to play. Yeah, sure, you beat us on Dust 2. Let's just, you know, play a little bit more aggressive. Just catch them off guard and just let NiP know that they need to be on their toes to still win the game.
should probably try and play a little bit more relaxed.
Sorry, go on, Marcus.
No, I was just going to say, they should probably try and play a little bit more relaxed, not so like uptight, really.
I was just pointing this out here. I thought this was quite interesting. You can see that we've got, you know, RPK Maniac and Existence all got up out of their chairs. They're having a bit of a laugh and a joke. Apex and Kenny S, on the other
nowhere to
hand,
be seen.
just sat down.
Yeah, but they're checking the Twitter.
Yeah. You know, they were sat down. They didn't get up. They sort of didn't join in that. And Kenny S even had his back to the rest of the team. And you know, I'm not going to try and read body language. That's certainly not anything I majored in. But you know, I wonder if it ties in with what Dan, you know, Apex was saying earlier when we interviewed him, and he said it's our job to frag. It's our job. It's, you know, if we do frag, don't praise us for it. It's what we're supposed to be doing. It just means the system's working. And I wonder if maybe they're sat there like, yeah, guys, we need the extra warm-up time. We've got to get going if there's any way back for this. Whereas the other guys are kind of maybe talking about some tactical elements they're going to bring to it. So
No, they were probably filling in RPK as well. Like, okay, well, NiP likes to do this because he hasn't
these
been
are
around.
Molotovs.
They use Molotovs. Do not stand in them.
Yeah.
And if you want to throw one, then just remember it's going to be fire on the floor, RPK, not throw them at someone.
Okay, well, look, let's get some predictions. Marcus, I'll start with you. You know, I think Cash is one of those maps where, you know, it can be open, but I don't know. I can see NiP romping home with this one. For me, I think this is going to be comprehensive again. It's going to be like 16-6, 16-8. That's where I'm putting it for NiP.
I was going to say 16-10
16-10?
to NiP, yes.
NiP. And fifth, the NiP cheerleader. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think this is the best chance that Titan has, and if they play a little bit better than they did on Dust 2, and if you just see a little bit of that spark from Apex, because they still got 5 rounds, and Apex didn't do anything, right?
True.
So, and again, this should be a better map for them facing NiP on.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say, I still think NiP is gonna win, but I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, and I'll say 16-11 to NiP.
Okay, so there you go. We think NiP's going to do the 2-0. Thanks a lot for your thoughts. We're out of time, so we're now going to throw over to the casters for the second map in the final of the ASUS Republic of Games Winter Invitational between NiP and Titan. Back to you, Anderson Semler.
Hi. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the ASUS ROG Winter 2015 Counter-Strike Global Offensive Tournament. This is the second map of this best-of-3 grand finals between NiP and Titan, and as we just heard here, this is going to be basically Cash and Titan's last hope at putting up a fight versus NiP. So, knowing this, I'm almost tempted to go and walk over there and just like be like, Kenny, here, man, eat this. Apex, you guys can split it in half, like one each. And recharge your batteries, because clearly you've been eating some messed up food in Finland. You need to get some French in you, man.
Can you, if they're down, can you just toss it over the crowd? And
It's gonna be like that emergency, you know, where it's like they reach up, it's like, That's what's gonna happen. If it starts to go south, I'm telling you, halftime, I'm just gonna run up there and just, yeah.
It's better than the hat. It has to be.
I think this at least will have an impact.
Absolutely perfect. And just to point out, this is members of the Finnish crowd that came up right to the casting desk and just said, "Have this, guys. You know, Titan, they need that luck." So, absolutely fantastic. I'm loving it here. Second map coming up, Cash, and Titan did not have the most impressive performance earlier. It was really Inferno when they came alive. But we need the Kenny picks, the A penny.
We need the A penny, man.
Whatever you want.
The most valuable coin in the world. It has to be minted right now on this map, Anders. The A penny, it has to happen because without them, we see what happens to Titan. If Kenny or Apex are not on their game, there is no one else for Titan to carry them, to step forward. Like on NiP, where if Forrest, if Freiburg, if they aren't hitting shots, then it exists. It's Michaelele. The rest come to the fore. Titan, we just are not seeing that right now. We're not at a level that's high enough to be able to compete with NiP. So this is the big map. This is the big map. This is going to be the proving point here for Kenny and Apex. Can they go toe-to-toe with the Swedes?
No doubt Titan is a work in progress, but there isn't going to be time to finish building right now. It's going to have to stand the test, this Titan team. And it's been really rough so far. NiP with a good start knifing here, and they're going to get to choose the CT side.
And I think Kenny had a bit of a head wag there. He was just like, come on, man. Come on, man. Seriously, man. My baguette finger is I mean, it's itching, Anders. Like, I'm getting close.
You're ready?
Something's going to have to happen here, but Kenny, Apex, we're looking at them. We are looking at them right now to step up their game, and they're going to need it. But we know that this is a map that they can grind out rounds on.
I mean, I almost started the sentence, touch your baguette, but then I try to think better of it, so I think we should just move on from here. And the pistol round, we always say this, the pistol round is actually more valuable than winning the knife. It makes a bigger difference. So yes, if you lost the knife, you're going to shake it right off if you can just win the pistol. I'm kind of wondering, I really like it. Like Fifaran said, they played a little bit scared, they played a little bit slow on the Titan side. I'd like to see them go for something bold here. It is crazy. You lost the first map, but why not try for like a B vents rush? Just get in there, overwhelm NiP, show that there's two people to tango here, and you can definitely take them out if it really matters. Just make it work. I want to see them take back some control in this game.
Even if Titan, because knowing Existence, knowing Yak, they have this mindset at times where they go into matches and they think, okay, this is just experimentation, essentially. Where this is our first LAN, we're going to see how things go, how they pan out, right? They cannot leave this finals without having tried some form of aggression.
Yeah.
They have to test out everything here. It is going to take everything from them to go toe-to-toe with NiP, to be able to take on NiP. But if ever there was a team, I mean, we've seen some solid performances from them already. This tournament, on Cash in particular, they were able to come back from just a ridiculous lead versus 3D Max, where 3D Max had finished, 9 rounds versus 6, and somehow Titan were able to just continue to grind out T rounds and come back and win the game. Can they do that here versus NiP? That's what we need to find out here. They need to have a terrific T round.
They've had a short break here, trying to shake off some of the shell shock they received from Dust 2, just forget that it happened and get back into it. Yeah, make a little bit of noise for Titan, guys. They need it right now.
Oh, yeah. And let's be fair, Anders. For all the NiP fans out there, they are one map away from taking this finals.
Oh,
crickets.
Not quite the same.
Crickets. Okay.
No, well, people want to see a third map, and I don't blame them. I'd love that, especially on Inferno. It'd be so nice. But we'll see. Slightly slow round here. Forest 1, Forest 2. Apex gone. Freiburg taking out Maniac. No, it's going the wrong way. And Freiburg with a triple kill at the end. Oh, baby.
Can I go give them the baguette before the halftime, Anders? Can I come back on that?
Yeah, I think now is the time.
That is definitely the time. Talk about a way to get slammed. Your momentum just gone. You've just spent this entire break hyping yourself up, saying, we can't do this. And NiP just slam you to the ground. Space of 10 seconds, your team gets annihilated, and now Titan, of course they go for a force buy. They don't get the plant, they know it's a double eco scenario, they have to go for a buy here. They just have to try and put some pressure on NiP.
All these Molotovs. Now, Maniac is already set up over here. Titan actually run Molotov strats on both A and B. It'd be so cool to see them run on B right now.
That looks like a room there, Anders.
Yeah. You think they're going to set it on fire? There's a chance. They are bringing the bomb slowly back towards this side of the map. They're ready for a counter boost from NiP, someone to look over into that window, because you actually can do that. Freiburg is in a position where he's going to have to move from these Molotovs. Now, the big thing is, if they can get in and smoke off short, they actually smoke higher and CT, they have to smoke short as well. This is a really good plan. Kenny opening up here. It's going to be Maniac to take down Freiburg, and Dual Elites in the background here. Get right, shooting away, but Kenny gets the reverse opening, and now it's going to be a 4v3. Forest taking out Existence in the middle, but they can get in here. They can get the bomb down. This retake from NiP is not going to be easy, and they don't have, well, they have a kit on Existence, or Exist, that's pretty much it. Otherwise, they have almost no equipment to do this with.
And a fresh smoke set down to block off CT as well. That forces 2 members up onto higher here for Titan, and they're just going for it right now. NiP are going to be barreling onto this site, but they hold for now. 2 kills back into a 1v1, but Forrest is low. Kenny is low. Kenny has the Tech 9, but that bomb, is it planted for him? It is not planted for him. Forrest is on it. Forrest, is he going to have the time? Kenny saves it at the last possible second, and look at how cool he is at the end.
That is so close. Forrest did exactly the right thing. With the bomb is planted like that, you can 9 times out of 10 just run in and take down this, or just run in and get the defuse. There's nothing they could do. No grenades, no nothing, and Kenny was quite far away. That's intense.
I wonder how close Forrest was. It must have been, you know, just a fraction of a second there left on that defuse. Way too close.
Yeah. Absolute last second. Now they just need to withstand the eco or force up here from NiP, pistols and armor. And they could be off to a good start regardless of losing the pistol round. A very good start, in fact. Exist hiding in that NBK corner. Over at the A-bomb side. In fact, they have 3 and maybe even 4 if you count the guy on Speedway as well. This is a strong stack coming out from NiP. And Titan might be walking into a trap. Exist going to be forced up, standing at the edge of the fire, still taking a lot of damage here. He's flashed as well, going to fall back into the flames. And Forrest with the 1 peek, almost hitting a second one there, but get right, going to follow it up. Maniac takes a kill, but Forrest is still trying to do the best he can. Megalele gets a kill in between. Well, sorry, didn't get a kill. It's Freiburg getting one, and another one in there to make it a 1v1, and Freiburg has the advantage. 1 bullet, even in the leg, is going to be enough, and now Maniac is trapped in that corner.
And there it is, the flash from Maniac, but it's not good enough. Forrest catches him out in the open. He even has the kit. Plenty of time to get the defuse, and that all comes down to Titan just getting ground down. Forrest putting so much damage on 2 of the members of Titan from on high. And the players playing from the side as well, just doing so much damage that Titan ended up just getting ground to a halt.
You can see Maniac here at the camera. He's still shaking his head, realize there's nothing I could do with this. There's no way out of it. Maybe with a smoke, maybe you could have made Freiburg shoot a little bit earlier and just hide and try and get out, but a flashbang's not going to do the trick, and those 2 kills from Freiburg at the end, just way too big. That's a triple kill with a deagle in a round that should have been the good start for Titan. And as a result, French team is going to go for 4 Tech 9s. That's when you know it's personal. That's when you really want to inflict some damage. And 4 Molotovs again. They could try what worked at B.
They had some success with it. I mean, so far they've had success on the B side, so why not try and reproduce that? NiP will keep that in mind, however, and look at the positioning from NiP. 4 members practically on the B half of the site at this point, leaving 1 man solo on the A site. And once again, they have the smokes going down in mid, cutting it in half, and this is exactly what Titan did when they went for the B split. And Freiburg starts off already, taking out RPK. Get right with the Pro 90, lurking in the corner, will take out Apex, and this is going to fall apart. If Titan commit to this, it is not going to end well. Get right just annihilates them, and Existence is now going to be the last man alive. But not for long.
Already been spotted out there. NiP having pretty much the perfect setup to deal with exactly what was thrown at them. So that means the force-up exchange sort of comes to an end. Now Titan actually have to go for a full eco here. And that's obviously going to give NiP a little bit of breathing room, a little bit of a chance to build up a stronger economy. And, well, it's not quite an AWP yet, but there is the scout from Megalele, and that's a pretty safe buy at this point.
Sure, yeah. Especially, I mean, no Kevlar, he's going to do some damage. And he has been, I mean, well, Megalele as well. It's kind of like the warm-up weapon for him. He starts tagging him up with the scout, and then he switches to the bigger brother, starts getting the frags. And now the question, where do Titan take this? B site now, that strat, they can't run it anymore. Every time NiP see those smokes now, that could be an option, right? The double bluff, where Titan then use that to fake. But those go into the mind games, and Titan are going to have to be confident to pull that off.
Titan, is there going to be a 3rd one boosted in the middle here? I mean, it's a nice idea, because Megalele with the scout, how many people can he realistically hit if they all come over? Smoke goes off. He is keenly aware that something is definitely going on in the middle. There's some sort of trick being pulled here by Titan. And now they are going to hear the footsteps, and they're going to choose to fall back. They don't want to fight up close, and you can't really blame them. They have the advantage at range. Forrest here sprays down the first one, then Exist with a really quick double headshot, and that kind of puts an end to it. RPK and almost Existence at the end. He could have definitely got that killer car, but he does end up going down, and it's a big shame there. I mean, it's a nice attempt at aggression from Titan, trying to get that control back. One more kill in would have done them a world of good.
Just at least putting a dent in NiP's economy, getting them to spend some money. As far as the rounds are concerned, NiP very comfortably in the lead at this point. Michaelele sticking with the scout. Is that how confident he is versus Kenny S? I mean, they were talking about it earlier, how Michaelele is not afraid of Kenny S. It's like, I'll even give him a shot.
Well, Kenny dropped down to 30. Missed the shot, but then Apex is there with a very valuable return. Now, Get Right's in a position where they might actually try and counter boost if they get the space for it here. One grenade over, gonna bounce down and doesn't really tickle anybody on the other side. Get Right's gonna leave it alone, so no counter boosting this time around, but it's something Titan have to be aware of, and you can tell they have a setup that allows to predict that. See, Apex would have been there if Get Right had gone for it. So just a minute left now on the clock. Ticks around the corner there, Titan. This time, I'm a big fan of them slow playing it, because now they have the opening.
Exactly, now they have the man advantage. They can slowly strangle NiP. And right now they're looking like they want to cut this map in half. The question is where that bomb goes, and it looks like it will be going through A main. Rotation coming in from Apex as well. And they are going to split it. Kenny is going to be used to try and crack this side open. There's a man in Squeak as well. Titan are going to be coming at this bomb site from all angles at this point.
But look at Exist. I think he's jumping over to look up every once in a while, just sliding up a little bit. Should have a good read about what's going on. Now the door is open. He definitely knows, but Get Right's going to go down. Exist returned on instantly from Kenny, who's still alive. Kenny with the double. 30 health is plenty for him to get that kill in. And now Freiburg all alone here. 1v2 and Titan need to have a good round here. Not lose any more members. Just make sure they stay alive. And Freiburg with a quick flick. Going to take down Existence. Now the flashbang underhand throw into Carr. Not going to pick up any kills just yet, but they should be able to hold this. Freiburg is going to go down, and that's Apex with a double, and Kenny with a double. And a little bit of traction regained for Titan.
Yeah, and in fine style as well. They lose an extra man there in the end, losing Existence at mid. But that is, I mean, the key members survived. Kenny, Apex, Kenny in particular with that AWP, he will be able to continue opping. The question is now whether Michaelele is going to go for the sniper rifle, the actual sniper rifle, or if he's going to stick with the scout. And no, he does upgrade, but it's a glass cannon upgrade. And we can see that now NiP are the ones getting pressured here. NiP have got their backs to the wall as far as the money is concerned. So Michaelele setting up now and just tries to delay it to catch somebody who would try and run past behind that smoke, but it's going to be Maniac instead picking off Freiburg towards Checkered, and that is not going to help things here for NiP when they are already under pressure in this situation.
Good opening for Titan. That particular position that Michaelele was holding is one that's really, really vulnerable if you go for a rush towards speed. That means you have almost no chance to get away with your Michaelele. But that wasn't the case. Still, Maniac is on very low health here. And look at this boost in the corner. This is kind of ridiculous. NiP is getting ready for that. Are they going to jump up? Is this... All right, I thought maybe that they could have boosted one more time. But they're going to be all right. Get right. If he fights here and goes down, there's no chance in hell they're going to know Forrest is in that corner. They're just going to waltz right through. And I think this is like a really elaborate mind game from NiP. But he wins the fight initially. Now he's going to go down. And Apex, yeah, not checking. There's no reason why he should. So very smart play from NiP. Forrest could be caught here, but Maniac doesn't have the help for it. He's going to go down. Now it's a push towards the A bomb side. Exist waiting by the forklift. Very low on health, but he's going to get Kenny regardless. RPK all alone. 1v2, 25 seconds here. Grenade, do wonders. Exist instantly gone. He could get the bomb plant here. Michaelele already spotting him out. RPK going to go and fight, and he must realize he's alone at this point, so not much reason to check too far.
And a very nice choice by Michaelele now to switch to the M4 as well. Now he's going to be able to put quite a few bullets in there, spots him out, and just the spray does it. Michaelele keeping his cool, knowing that that bomb plant was going to happen somewhere behind CT red like that, or the T side red. So this...
He was flashed as well. I mean, that flashbang from up here worked well enough, but with that little health, it's just one bullet to the foot.
I think this is the master play here between Get Right and Forrest. Yeah. Even Get Right getting caught out, him dying did make the difference because he took out Existence, he died, but then Forrest trades for 2. And that was a huge advantage there for that point, at that point by NiP. And yeah, that was just a very clever angle, something that we haven't really seen at all from CT side.
And it's a real shame because these crucial rounds are exactly the ones that NiP need to win. They keep winning just when they're on the edge of eco. If Titans can just string 2 together, if they can just win 1 round right here, that's it. Then the first half of this map is really back in action. It's going to be the smoke play again. We've seen this 100 times from Titan. And we'll see if it's going to work again.
But it's just as important for Titan as well regarding the money. This is a crucial round for both teams. As we can see, they're forcing up with half buys on both of them right now. So this is so important for Titan. If they lose this without getting a bomb plant, they are going to be back to eco.
Look at how synchronized it is. This is really well coordinated Counter-Strike, but they still need an entry frag, otherwise it's all going to be for naught. Exist going to go down, RPK coming out of the squeak door to take that entry frag, and now it's going to be Forest all the way back, trying to look over here, not connecting quite yet. They've done a little bit of damage to RPK, but the bomb should be going down. Get right, a little bit too anxious, pushing up his teammates. Maniac coming up from behind to take down Forest. It's Michael and Freiburg left, and they should try and run away with these rifles. They can't possibly retake this bomb site now.
And it feels like Michael is in the best position right now over in CT, able to hold. Kenny is going to take the peek and catch Freiburg on short, and that is pretty much the signal for Michael to back out. Good timing with the flash there as well to allow him to get past, and they have to know now, Titan. He's actually going for the mind game right now. He's making him think he's going to B site. Instead, he's going to go hide. And this is very clever here from NiP. I mean, from Michael to be able to hold on to this AWP, this could be the gun that makes the difference in the next round. Of all the guns to hold on to, the AWP could have the biggest impact. So this is a very good save.
Yeah, without a doubt. I think that was a bit of a mistake on Gerright's part in particular. I mean, it's a shame that Exist got picked off so soon, because it meant he couldn't really do much by forklift, but the fact that Gerright charges in alone like that seems a bit, just a little bit crazy. Especially because the angle he charged in at is not the likely bomb planting angle, which means the chance that he kills someone putting down the bomb is very slim. I think he put his team in a pretty bad position then, and that's unfortunate, because now, well, they have a scout, they have an AWP, but Titan could bounce right back into this game.
Look at the aggression there from Existence, actually setting up the flash so that Apex can take these peaks. And Apex going behind the nades. They've just cut this side up. It really is a pleasure to watch Titan play T-side pretty much any map. They are always going to be this team with such refined strategies. And the execution is always on point.
But look at the confidence they're playing with, and I just said that as
well done, Anders.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. That was definitely Curse of the Caster there. There was a confidence. You could see how fast they were moving up into middle. Exist, how does he realize someone's going to be walking right through Exist? Sees it finally and gets the kill on Apex, and now it's a 2-for-0 trade. NiP finally goes the way of Titan, but Michael is in the back here, and maybe they should think about moving somewhere else, but the bomb is also being covered by him.
And that's the most important thing right now in this round, the fact that Michael has eyes on that bomb. So long as he controls short, NiP have a stranglehold on Titan, and Titan are the ones who are going to have to try and kick and scream and trying to find a way out. Michael there, missing shots, however, they are able to sneak past very difficult shots to hit, but they may be able to get out of there with the bomb. Forrest spots them. Forrest does spot them, pick it up, however. So in time there, Forrest, he's going to be able to pick up a gun as well, recover that.
Who's waiting in B, though? Got only 20 seconds here. Freiburg goes down, combination of AK and grenade, fairly well timed there. Now it's a 2v2, and 14 seconds left. They need to get this bomb down so that they have time on their side. Otherwise, this is going to be a bit of a nightmare. 8, it's ticking away, 7 seconds. Maniac in the corner, he wins the fight against Forest, and it's all on Michael. He's already got the 2 kills. He's going to have to go for a quad kill this round, and that would be a huge steal in favor of NiP. Michael crouching in, just trying to see if he can sneak close. He stands up, he gets the kill on Existence. Oh, but Maniac's going to save it. Quad kill for the Swiss player all on his own there. Very good job. What a tight situation.
And there we have it. When we were talking about Maniac, other members of Titan needing to step out, those are the rounds that have to happen. And Maniac this time around is there to save the day. When Michael looked like he was on point to be able to take this. Very nice combination, nade rifle combo there. The fact that he wins this is the key frag right here of the round. The fact that he takes out Forrest at that point is so crucial, because that puts Michael into a crossfire scenario, and it's incredibly difficult for Michael to come out of that in one piece. So Maniac, once again, masterful round. But now we have to see more, and Apex and Kenny are here to deliver. But this is an anti-eco round, and NiP seem to be just pushing everywhere right now, just trying to do what damage they can versus Titan.
But Titan too, they do actually just go into the middle really fast to take the fight, and I like seeing that. That's the kind of confidence they need right here. RPK just casually strolling in to pick up the second kill of the round for himself. Now the score is tied at 5-5. And 5 rounds on T-side cash is acceptable. You can build something on that once you're on the CT side. So now actually the pressure has shifted somewhat toward NiP. I'm not sure they're feeling it quite yet, because they probably have a lot of confidence coming in from Dust too, but if they win another few rounds, and especially this upcoming round, things can really start to change.
I love you guys. You are the best.
I love Skirk too. Shout out to Skirk from Finland. Hi. So
Kenny has the AWP. Michael does not. That could be a big difference maker in this round. Existence looking up. all the way up Speedway. They just need NiP to look the wrong way. They just need to make them peak somewhere. You can see Kenny, they're just patiently waiting. They're throwing a bunch of smokes to make NiP think, wait a minute, there's something going on in the middle. There's a reason we have to come back and look here. And now that they're not looking, Apex just charges in. This is hyper aggression coming out here from the French player, which is exactly what he's known for. Big opening on Mikelele. Forest, he's locked out of his own bomb site right now. The bomb is definitely going to go down. Get right with a good return kill, but Titan, they win this round, and everything changes. Exist goes down as well. It's RPK. He wants a part of it. Maniac from behind. Then NiP dismantled in this round. Not a single chance to win it. Absolutely perfect play. And that takes confidence. You don't just walk into the middle and all the way into a bomb site to actually pick off the aggression from NiP. I mean, NiP are pretty aggressive in main, and they got picked off. I love it.
Now this is everything, and the fact that Maniac ends it there with a lurk frag on Get Right as well. It's like the icing on the cake for Maniac. I'm sure he was just sitting there, you know, just feeling real good about that one. That is it. There's a shift now. There's a shift towards Titan. As we can see, NiP, once again, pistols for them. And this is definitely not the scenario that NiP were envisioning going into this map. They were expecting the quick clean 2-0. They were looking to close this out with a solid CT side, but Titan are showing that they are perfectly capable of finding that confidence once again to go toe-to-toe with the Swedish Demons.
You're right. They were expecting all of that, Semler, but they were wrong. The Baguette hasn't even been put into use, and Titan are still doing magnificent work right here. A bit of a weird play with the door, and RPK says, Lou, get right, I'm not going to play that game. Cut it out. Freiberg's going to go down as well. It's Kenny with a double kill, and I really want to see a scoreboard after we get the camera back in. I need to see exactly who's doing work on Titan right now, because this feels like they're actually a unit, actually a team.
Yeah, it feels like it's starting to come together. Absolutely. And more importantly, it feels like there's the confidence there to land the shots.
Yeah.
And teamwork, yes, but they're also able to take these duels versus NiP and win these duels versus NiP, and you can have all the strats in the world.
Look at this. 10, 10, 10, 11 on Apex. Top fragging by 1. Existence, yeah, a little bit at the bottom, but he's also doing all the calling. But everyone else is really helping out. This is a much more healthy
Apex just put that smoke. He just put a Molotov down into the position that Forrest was holding earlier. They're looking, they're adapting right now, Titan. They're not going to fall for the tricks.
Good start for NiP though. Forrest and Get Right getting the kills and going a little bit aggressive in middle as well. Kenny's going to see it coming though. He actually is in the mind of Get Right. And that's going to bring them back into a 3-3 position. But they have to deal with Forrest if they come here. There's a guy already in checkered, and if they can use that to somehow divide Forrest's attention, but they kind of gift him the bomb there. RPK moving a little bit too much on his own. Forrest now in a really good position. He's going to miss the shot though. Plenty of time for Titan, but they're running out of it as backup is coming quick. 5 health left here. Repeat against Kenny, and he goes down. 2v2. Mikelele going to get the crossover, and now it's all on Maniac here. 1v2 Exist coming in from the high ground, but they're somehow ended up underneath each other. Maniac flashes his way in, tries to get the kill, going to get the one. He has to turn around, and Exist comes flying in from heaven to get that kill. Good play from NiP. Really good rotation as well at the end there. As soon as Forrest saw the bomb, you saw everyone coming in, and that's really good.
No doubt about it. He kind of got gifted it, and I'm really surprised that Maniac, they were even able to bring it back from that scenario. Because for that bomb to get dropped out in the middle of nowhere like that, for the remaining members to be able to rotate in from NiP, they certainly had an advantage. And for Titan to be able to still inflict that kind of damage to the NiP lineup, that was crucial. Mikelele still going to be able to afford an off here, though. Probably pulled it off of Kenny's corpse, so that's going to be a nice little party favor. But NiP, we can still see that they're under duress. FAMAS is picked up for them.
And see the position that Gabriel is holding in the middle by the box. I'm wondering how many more tournaments he could do that, because every other in-game leader watching this is going to wallbang him to death when this happens. You can shoot right through this box, but they don't know yet, so once they get to watch the demo, it's going to be different. Maniac goes down, opening up, and Kenny's waiting. He really wants someone to run out of that corner, but the Molotov's actually going to extinguish it, and Exist, I think it is, Forrest, going to get a chance to stay a little bit longer.
And look at them just dancing on the edge of this smoke. Once again, Titan, slow play from them. Perfect timing with the flashes. Existed, Forrest blinded, and there are a couple of kills coming through. Apex has just eviscerated the defense. Triple kill for him. Existence picks up 1, and NiP, they're just standing there looking like completely dumbfounded, like they don't know what hit them. Where did Titan come from? They just appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah, when Apex finds the quad kill at the end, that was a right hook to the jaw of NiP. Because they were winning that round. That is a confidence shaker, without a doubt, especially because their economy is trashed. This could be 9 rounds for Titan on the first half. And that would be a statement. That would be a big step towards playing a third map on Inferno, where they did 16-0 Penta.
Yeah, exactly, where their game looked impeccable. Now Titan, I mean, we were talking about it, Cash, this had to go to a third map for Titan to have a shot. They need to survive it, and right now it's looking pretty good. Apex opens it up, takes out Freiburg in the 15th round here, last round of the first half. And this one round would mean the worlds to NiP. If they could end it at 7, it would be a huge win for them. Titan still in the lead, however, and NiP pacing themselves, not wanting to peek, not wanting to give a free kill here to Titan.
And I love the fact that Titan are grouped up. They're making sure that even if somebody dies, they can return that frag and no NiP member can steal a rifle away. And that's the key point here. They can't let go of rifles, but get right. No one can flash him in, so it's going to be just raw skill here. He executes one, goes with the P250, and he does get a rifle regardless of how careful they were. But now are they going to run back? They must realize there's a couple of NiP members still here. Get right. Trying to chase them down. He can certainly hear them running away, but who's that lurking? Yeah, it's Michael over here with the Deagle. If he gets a quick shot, all of a sudden it's back into a 3-on-3. They're looking up the middle. They're not going to fall for it.
This is incredibly sneaky. 30 seconds, though. I mean, right now they have to have just unswerving force of will, Titan. They need to go up short and they need to go up fast. 25 seconds. Kenny clears out Get Right, who had rotated in through, but Mike Lilly is here lurking from A main, trying to land the shots, and he does, but he cannot get the kills. Wow. And like that, Titan collect 9 rounds on their T side of Cash versus NiP.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. They got destroyed on Dust 2. They had no chance, and it looked awful. NiP were functioning at an extremely high level, and Titan never, ever got a chance to get into the game. And they even looked like they were going to have a really bad start here. They lost the pistol brutally. They came back, won the second round, then lost the third one, and they kept fighting back and forth. But then something happened, and you saw how aggressive they played in middle. They regained the confidence. They won a bunch of really good anti-ecos, and then they never let go. 9-6.
That shows you the ability of the leadership that Existence has as well, the control that he has with his team. Their ability to work together to grind out rounds. I mean, that is the thing. It doesn't matter how far behind Titan are in a scenario. They're always able to come back because of this teamwork and because they can fall back on the planned strats that they've refined. As we saw, they had these A takes that really worked versus NiP. It never seemed like NiP were able to figure out exactly what was happening to them. And 2 rounds there for Titan that led into even more. NiP, once that switch happened where NiP's money was the one that got wrecked, they were never able to get back into it. They were never able to establish some kind of safety net for themselves.
And it is always interesting just trying to read their faces, because you can kind of tell Get Right doing a bit of nail biting and just, they're looking a bit anxious, whereas you saw Apex was laughing. He was excited, he was happy, and he's good reason to be. It's a bunch of rounds where he came up from behind the A-bomb site, and just as NiP looked like they were settling the defense, he just destroyed it right there. Such a good first half here, and Existence definitely excited as well as he should be. Was it the baguette that made a difference?
I'm wondering, actually. I will ask them afterwards. I'm pretty sure they sensed that there was a baguette in the building and just they were able to draw the strength because it was within, like 10 meters of them. There you go. That made the difference, Anders.
Assistant saying, look, if we finish this game quick, there's going to be a reward afterwards.
What is like a baguette, like a StarCraft 2 pylon all of a sudden or something? You have to be within a certain radius and all of a sudden you're powered up.
And the French people just work better.
They're just like, okay, now I feel something. I don't know what's coming over me. Regardless, all joking aside, this certainly isn't a funny situation for NiP. Luckily for them, they did so well on Dust 2 that they have a safety net in the form of a map, that they are able to fall back and they still can turn this into a 1-1 situation. Titan, they still have not won. They need 2 maps. It is NiP who are on the brink here. They need 1 solid half, and they will win this finals 2-0. So NiP certainly not out of it yet, and I imagine we're going to be getting in just a moment's time. I'm hearing the game sounds now, so we should be set to go fairly soon here with the beginning of this second half.
All right, I think we are. Finland makes some noise once again. It's the grand finals. This crowd, I love it. It won't be the last time I'm going to go to Finland. I can say that much. And Now, a pistol round for NiP, that's an absolute must. Otherwise, there's no discussion about this. And Mikelele with a really strong opening. They're going to charge it. The Glock train, it's coming to the B-bomb site, Mikelele. 2 big kills there. Apex with 1 in return, but they need a lot more. Kenny, double kill. You got to be kidding me. It's down to Mikelele and Get right now. It's a 2v3. That looks so good. He almost gave them the round, but now he's low on health as well. Maniac trying to see if he can take down Get Right. He's not quite winning the fight, but he's at least going to survive. And Get Right hit no bullets. Then Mikelele is all alone to try and get the ace in a pistol round. It's not a comfortable position at all. Apex and Maniac, all they have to do is remain in this crossfire. They don't have to peek. They don't have to fight. And Mikelele is going to be completely screwed. The bomb is all the way in the back. There's almost nothing he can do, and he goes down. What a round from Kenny. He just saved Titan.
Kenny and Apex in particular, that was also just planning on Titan's part. The fact that both RPK and Existence got picked off early made NiP think, that's it, we've killed the defense. They went for a 2-1-2. They may have had a guy mid and 2 guys on A site trying to cover everything. We have control. And then guess what? Apex pops out of the back of the site and Kenny rotates in through CT, and that crossfire just demolishes NiP. So just great planning there by Titan and great execution on Apex and Kenny S's part. There is the opening, and big damage dealt already. NiP are not letting up on the pressure. Exist will pick up 2 kills, and Apex once again here. He's laid the trap, and he catches him with the bomb in hand.
Oh, nice kill from Apex, but it's too late. What a round from NiP. They just do not give up, do they? Mikelele in the back here looking for the scout kill. Not quite going to come through, but Get Right with the Rec 9, and this time even Kenny cannot save it. He's going to have to run away. Instant bounce back here. And that's, I sort of gave the warning when Mikelele was on that corner when they were playing the CT side, and it's still true. If you're holding that corner close up and they rush you down, you actually cannot catch cover again. They will be on you faster than you can get back to the next corner, unless you're standing in a very specific spot, and it can be deadly. Nice kill from Kenny here to get a little bit back. And Titan are still with a really good lead here, but that's potentially a game-changing round for NiP.
I'm convinced that Titan cannot do it the easy way. That it has to be a struggle, it has to be a battle for Titan. They need blood, basically. They're not going to let NiP off with a clean kill. NiP are going to twist and turn for a little bit. Because right now, this is the reset, and it's certainly going to be a forced buy out of Titan at this point. And not so much, actually. They let Kenny go with halvesies pretty much. Kenny's still with the P250 and a smoke, so he's still saving for that AWP. They want Kenny, at least, to have the sniper rifle as quickly as possible here.
Yeah, quick roll call on Titan. Hands up everyone who's not buying an AWP. You guys get pistols and armor and whatever else you can, and Kenny's the one guy without his hands up, just waiting for it. Nice crossover in the smoke to go to that corner, because NiP have just seen that no one was there. They're still gonna think that maybe someone is. Freiburg actually really good thinking on his part here. So just some mind games going into it, trying to see if they can at least get an opening through the smoke.
And do they realize Mikelele? He's just wallbanging. He's just putting shots in there, wanting to be perfectly sure that nobody just snuck in. Might have heard a step. I think that might have been what gave it away. And Mikelele just continues to put shots through.
Yeah,
but Apex
gets the one. No scope for Mikelele, and Kenny, not much he can do here. Deagle in hand. Gonna end up going down. It's a nice triple with the scout there. And almost 2 of the kills were straight through the smoke. So heads up thinking. I think this is the point where NiP realized they can take no chances. They have to check all corners and not just assume anything.
And this is also the point where NiP start to fall back on their experience playing versus Titan. They have to know that there are certain tendencies that Titan have, and one corner that Maniac loves to get in any given situation is that little boost corner. So go ahead, put some shots in there, and you may very well catch them out. And that time, they did. So this is also experience playing versus Titan here for NiP. Freiburg will spray down Apex, who tried to push through into Garage. So information gain, but still 2 kills here for NiP to give them a bit of an edge in this round.
Yeah, this last round and this one, 2 rounds where Titan are essentially lying dormant and just waiting till they can get the rifles. When they get them, it's time to wake up. We need them coming back into this game right away. Otherwise, NiP could bounce back from a 9-6 half. That'd be heartbreaking for Titan.
Well, that would be atrocious. To be in the lead like that and not be able to hold on to it, to lose 2-0 off of that, it would be atrocious. And now we have the push coming in here for the A side, but nobody happens to be home. This time around, there is no stack. In fact, there is nobody. The rest of Titan were either mid or B, and they're going to start rotating over here now that they've realized what is happening. Forrest, however, looking to cut them off in CT. He's taking the fight 1v2, and that is not wise versus Pistols. He could very well get overwhelmed. A nice flash there, though, to give him an opening, but he decides to continue to take the fight. It's Michaelele, in fact, who's going to find that pick, and now it's all down to Maniac lurking in mid, just hoping that maybe he will run into Get Right.
Did he wallbang towards the CT spawn? Yes, he did. That angle, that's almost picked in that wall. I don't know if you guys have checked it with the impact marker on, but there's almost no damage fall off when you shoot through these walls into CT spawn. So that's RPK going down without having any chance of knowing what was going on. Maniac somewhere in the middle. If you could find the last kill here, it would be kind of nice for him. He's going to go down. So nothing found in the end for Titan. And here comes the round that is going to set the course for the rest of this map, without a doubt. This is where Titan either decide to close it out, push us on a third map, or where NiP show that they came to take it 2-0.
Now, what do NiP have in store for us now? If ever there was a time to go in with a pocket strat, this is it. The opportunity to break Titan's back and to get into the lead with the rounds, this is it here for NiP. And what they start off with is a very calm, sedated approach here. They're looking for Michaelele to generate the opening frag for them, but Titan not going to give it to them. Playing very carefully right now. Control in mid, and it looks like a boost happening in mid as well. No, that's the boost on B side, of course.
Yeah, they've got that going on. In middle, they've got one guy by sandbags, so that's more sort of a fail-safe here. I mean, Apex, if you can catch someone boosting, that's great, but at least he can always make sure no one's going to sneak up behind the people in A. So it's good to have him in here regardless. I do wish they'd be more aggressive on the Titan side here, but the boost is going to work. RPK gets the kill there on Michaelele. And that's the AWP gone. Works exactly the opposite as to what NiP had planned. But Get Right is not giving up on the mission yet.
So now they know to be checking that angle, and they do get the peekaboo moment there. Existence, taking a peek, spotting out Get Right. Get Right, Oscar going to spot them there. They have the Molotov to force them out into the open, and Get Right finds the headshot on RPK. Speeding up for this side. Forrest, however, takes out Existence. And there's a man lurking on the edge of the smoke right now, and that is going to be Apex. First kill through, but Exist comes right back into it, and it's a 2-on-2 now. NiP will be able to get the bomb plant, and Get Right's in a very good position now to catch the rotator.
Not an easy retake. Kenny coming in through the vents. AWP in hand. Get right underneath him, and he's going to go down 1v1. Get Right already with a double kill. Maniac, much less health at the moment. And he's got the clock ticking against him, and Get Right's got a really good position right now. Maniac's going to be sneaking. Get Right might not realize this. He's already put up one flashbang. There's very little chance that Maniac's going to be coming here, but Get Right so fast gets the kill, saves the round for NiP. And that's going to be it. And there was an unfortunate moment there where I don't know if RPK was flashed or if he just didn't want to peek up because of the Molotov, but you can see he's actually burning alive here, and just as he moved, Get Right's there with the headshot as well. So that Molotov did so much for NiP as well.
That was pretty much picture perfect, and I think this is something we've seen RPK actually struggle with a little bit throughout this tournament. He seems to get roasted a lot, and I don't know if it's just bad luck, if he just happens to be standing in the wrong place at the wrong time all the time, but he doesn't seem to react very quickly to the fact that he is roasting alive. So oftentimes he will take a little bit more damage than necessary. Bit of a duel over here in the B halls, and Get Right is going to drop fairly low. This is an eco round out of Titan, however. Apex is going to start off strong and take out Get Right, though. So despite that, they are limited to pistols. Titan still doing the damage. And Freiberg is going to have to mind this gun. He cannot leave it here. So
they tried this 3 Deagle strat on Dust 2, and it did exactly nothing for them. If it can work now, that's exactly what they're looking for. And NiP, if they win this round, they're only going to be 1 round up, but there's more in it than that. Titan have already shown a propensity for, a lack of confidence. They can't let that happen anymore. Good flashbang in there to take down Apex. Still 2 people waiting inside. One of them RPK, and he's going to be gone inside the bomb site. Kenny again just Molotoved out. They're really being careful here in NiP. He does good damage to Freiberg and Forrest, but the rest of Titan are just too far away.
This is just very thorough work coming out from NiP. As you said, checking the angles. Nobody lurking in checkered. They've checked behind the boxes. They look everywhere right now. And it's Freiberg trying to be a bit careful. He is fairly low right now. If he were to run into an AK or a P250, it could go badly for him. But Freiberg is going to win the duel versus Maniac, and Michaelele is there to lock down Existence. 2 very clean kills coming in for NiP. Still losing 2 players, but so long as 3 players stay alive for NiP, they're going to be able to keep shifting the money around. They're going to be able to keep dropping guns for their teammates. And so long as they hold on to that AWP, everything is going according to plan for NiP.
11-10. 22nd round being put up here, and it's Titan, not with 1, but with 2 AWPs and a lot of equipment in general. They need to make that stand. You can tell that NiP have, they're now the ones getting back into the game. They've realized it might have been a bad first half, but there's still more to be played. And right now we're just 5 rounds away from taking the grand finals 2-0 against Titan.
And some good fire coming out, actually. But it was about this time, a little bit later in the half, but it was about around here the Titans started to wake up in the first half. And now we have to see if that's going to happen again here in the CT side for them, because it's been fairly uneventful for them so far throughout this second half. And look at how Titan have just completely given up control of mid right now on the map. They have focused wholeheartedly on the B site and on the A site, just about as far away from each other as they can get.
Existence, is he going to walk out? Get Right's right on the corner. He spots the angle right there. He gets a shot through, but Get Right is still alive, and he's going to try and run away. Existence won't let him. That was such a high-risk situation, but it does work out. Imagine if he had missed the next shot. Get Right would have instantly killed him. More people are coming, though. Existence going to fail that shot, but there's still a couple of people rotating in rather quickly. The bomb is not queered on the bomb site. They're going to throw it up. The smokes and the flashbangs. And in NiP, just 20 seconds here. They get the bomb inside now. They just need to put it down quick, and that's going to be it. Really tough retake for Titan if this is going to be the case, especially with Existence down. Mikelele almost gets the shot. He got the first one through, and he's trying a little bit more. Freiburg is taking down RPK as well, and Titan might want to consider just walking away from this, but Apex, he gets the kill on Freiburg. They are not going to give up. They want to keep fighting, but if they lose this, then NiP are almost home.
And that kill pretty much made the difference. That is going to convince them that they have a shot at it. But Mikelele holding on the back of the site. It's going to be Maniac bringing this back to a 1v2. And it is all down to Mikelele now. Lands the first, goes for the dig, and he gets it done! Pumping his fist in the air. Mikelele, the clutch of clutches right there, could very well have broken Titan's back. Through the pixel shot, and then just a mad pistol spray between the two. But Maniac, he couldn't get the job this time. For Titan, he couldn't quite do it. It is Mikelele's turn to shine.
And that's a devastating round to lose. They should have been able to double up on him and quickly take him down, but he managed to play just the right angle, and that's going to be 12-10. Kenny looking to maybe go aggressive over here by Squeak, and he's going to get a target. I think it's Get Right coming in, but he flashes his way in first. A lot of speed behind this. Kenny has one chance to do this. He's got some backup though. Get Right takes one. Kenny with a swift return. And now he's got to be careful that there's no wall banging going on as well, because you can shoot through all these walls down here where Kenny's hiding.
No, but he makes it out in one piece and does not hit that shot. Apex, however, lending a hand will take out Mikelele. So man advantage now, but Apex is so very low. Kenny as well, the Molotov's going through onto this side. Apex going to be forced out into the open, but he hides in the perfect little corner here, and this could be a great element of surprise for him as he tries to push through the smoke. Existence reloading, and he has no idea that Apex is right behind him.
Such smart play. Bomb goes down as well. Apex really an absolute top-level player at the moment. Freiburg, 1v2. And he's going to have to go up, pick up the bomb, and fight in a 1v2. Preferably, he'd make this a 1v1. He knows where Apex is, roughly. But where is Existence? You can tell Freiburg is trying to check all the corners. He just wants a little bit of intel. Anything to give it away. And Titan aren't going to let him get it. They're holding far back. They realize that if Freiburg walks up and kills somebody, that could be the end. And now he definitely knows. Freiburg tries to make a run for it here, but they're already in parallel with him. They're chasing him down. Freiburg, 14 seconds left. He goes for the fight, and Existence going to finish it. Huge round for Titan. And it looked like it was about to end horribly over at Squeak. Once Get Right got that entry frag, that could have been almost the end.
I was convinced that he was going to get the double spray and take Kenny out as well, because Kenny decided to come back in to take another fight after running out and leaving his teammate in there. That could have been an all right trade, 1-for-1, but Kenny decides to step back in and make the difference and take Get Right out. That was just too far gone there. NiP trying to get back into it, and Mikelele not going to hit the op shot this time around. That man is going to be able to get up on short.
But the fact is, he shouldn't even have had the opportunity. Titan can't play those risks right now. Wait until the smoke is down before you start running, because otherwise, next time around, he might just do it. And Apex is currently top fragging. They really are relying on him a lot right now. Maniac has only got a 5-7. Could that really be true? Did they think NiP was going to eco this time? Because they really do not have a lot of equipment for a team that just won a round, whereas NiP definitely do.
It was also a very close round.
If that's a miscalculation on Titan's part somehow.
Oh, that could be a catastrophe.
It's not like he's useless with the 5-7, but it's definitely a little bit scary.
If NiP decide to go for the B side, however, this could work out fantastically. Apex is going to pick off GetRight. GetRight just not getting another entry here. That's a big blow, but Forrest is able to step in, second man through. And now he is taking points. Spots out the man in the back of the site. Instant headshot. And we have lost RPK as well in the mix. Titan now down a man, down 2 men in this retake, and the bomb is about to get planted for NiP with 30 seconds left on the clock. And now, cue the bomb timer.
But they're both coming in from vents. I don't see how this can work out at all. Maniac waits for Kenny to die and just gonna steal his rifle and run away. But the fact is, if we bring up the scoreboard really quick here, yeah, Titan, they might try and force it up next round anyway, just because otherwise it's probably going to be 14 rounds for NiP. This is so close.
I think they have to eat the eco here. I think they have to let NiP go to 14 rounds and then play with their backs to the wall.
I mean, that should be the safer choice here. I'm surprised they didn't have more, because they had money left in the bank account that round. They could have had more.
The drops, I'm very impressed there with GetRight, not quite able to secure the frag versus Apex. For the rest of NiP, for them to roll in and very quickly pick up the remaining frags on that B site to open it. That was very big, but Titan will in fact be ecoing here. They will be holding on to pistols. It is all going to be about the 26th round at this point. Titan, they will be playing with their backs to the wall. The next buy is going to determine the championship practically.
Well, I think we do need the power of that baguette right now if we want to see a third map. Because NiP have made this a real competition here on cash. First half, 9-6 in favor of Titan. They got 9 rounds on the terrorist side. From there on out, it looked great. They even win the pistol on the second half. That's supposed to be game. That's supposed to be the end. NiP keep fighting. Exist crouching out here, and just as the Molotov lands, he's going to pick up that kill on Maniac. Apex goes down as well. So not much chance of an eco round win here for Titan, unfortunately.
It is not looking too good here. Forrest in position to catch the rotator. RPK insta-gibbed as he shows himself in connector. And the remaining 2 members here for Titan working their way slowly from the B side. Forrest behind a flash is going to spot out the first, and he doesn't spot out Existence. Existence is still here, and Existence gets a kill on Exist.
That was a really nice running headshot with the P250 or P2000 there, but it is not enough. 14 rounds for NiP. Now, this is where we have to try and do just a little bit of math, because we need to know exactly how much money NiP have, how long before they start to eco. And I can't quite see it yet, but that's definitely going to be crucial. And there it is. They do have a pretty big bank, so we're talking 2 rounds in a row here for Titan. If they make it to 14-13, NiP are going to have a really hard time finishing this game, but that is not easy. Kenny, that kind of opening is certainly a big help as Maikelele goes down.
And that is a very nice shift there as well. Usually it's been Existence holding that angle. This time around, they put Kenny with the AWP holding the B hulls, and he just instantly starts shifting back over to the A side, trying to be unpredictable. Another man who's trying to be unpredictable right now is GetRight. Look at this lurk that he's got going. If Apex pushes up onto Sky, GetRight, does he snap too? Does he react in time? Apex spots him. GetRight does the damage, but does not get the kill. And now NiP are getting picked apart here by Titan in this crucial round. Forrest with the boost. Kenny, does he unscope at the right time behind the flash? Way too close, and there it is! Kenny lands the shot on Forrest, and Titan are just picking NiP apart.
Really, really big rounds coming through Exist. Freiburg here, 2v5, and well, Maniac is going to burn alive, which is never fun, but the rest of his team should be able to pick up this round without any issue at all. 30 seconds left. As soon as that bomb sound goes down, actually, they're going to get the bomb planted in 2v4. That's almost incredible. Kenny's going to pick up the 1 kill here. He's currently rocking a triple, and Exist is going to get found. He picks up 1. Already, defuse is happening, and it's going to be Kenny with a quick quad kill here at the end. Last 2 kills happening very fast. Now, there is maybe a little bit of lag going on Twitch, so we're going to try and fix that as soon as we can, guys. We're aware of the problem. We'll try and look into it just as fast as we possibly can. But It's been Apex summer. This round, this whole half has been Apex just doing almost everything. Now Kenny starts to wrap it up, and that could be exactly what they need to actually close this game.
Both of them are sitting at the top. And who are we talking about? The key players for Titan who do the work. It is Apex, it is Kenny, and that was a round that illustrates why. Kenny, the impact that he can have for his team is humongous, and now Apex behind the flash, total peek, but the reaction time from Get Right, he turns away, he is not blind, but he is not able to readjust his aim in time to collect the frag on Apex.
I think that's 4 rounds in a row where Get Right, well, he's either died here or he's died over at A. He's really been failing these entry frags, and we know how much NiP live and die by them, so that's huge. Michaelele tried against Kenny over here last round, and he failed as well.
And Get Right is a confidence player as well. If he starts losing these sorts of duels, it's going to be a bigger and bigger struggle for him to start getting momentum going again for himself. So that is definitely rough that he is constantly the man picked off here to begin with. The Titans still, after that initial pick, they just fall right back, start holding passively. Apex with an interesting position here, looking towards boost. He knows that Forrest has been favoring this with a late boost as well for NiP. And there we go, we can see, but great smokes to split up mid. This is definitely making Titan think B split.
Yeah. This is something that we first time saw Hellraisers do a lot, actually. Speaking of which, and they're not wrong either. Titan moving into the right position. They've got 3 people here. One of them is going to get smoked off, so that's going to make it a little bit more tricky. But inside, Existence not in position of any Molotov. He's got the AK in hand. This is going to be it. 25 seconds. Bomb is dropped down here. Existence comes out the spray, gets 2 headshots while halfway running, and it's going to be Forrest now 1v3, trying to see if he can at least get the bomb down and secure his team. But no, he's going for the win. He wants someone to peek him and fight. 10 seconds, and Forrest, he's going to get the 1, and that's it. Kenny shuts him down. Titan back in the game. Now NiP's economy is not looking good any longer.
NiP, there it is, the 2 rounds for Titan, and this is now the story, and that was very nice. I mean, this was still very nicely done here by NiP, but there is no accounting for this kind of spray, for Existence to be playing in that perfect corner, and for them to line up for him to just nail them down with that AK.
It was Existence. He started the spray, then he wanted to continue crab walking, and he realized, I don't want to be the guy known as crab walking. I'm just going to stand up again and continue shooting.
And he nearly got the 3rd as well. It was a close thing.
Look at this. They could actually afford 1 more by NiP here, so the round loss bonus just barely saves them.
But that's a shot that Michaelele cannot afford to miss. That is far too close. And once again, Apex lurking behind sandbags. This time it works. His counter boost position. He takes out Forrest. And Forrest has been doing very good work for NiP. The fact that he is off the map now is a big deal. Kenny's in position, and once again, behind the flash is everything that Titan do. It's all teamwork between these teammates. The flash, the peek, every time.
And Kenny didn't realize that Michaelele was so close to him in middle. He thought they were still up on the boost, so that could have actually been fatal, but it turns out all right. And NiP seems to be sort of going back to square one all the time. Saying, all right, well, B worked 1 time. Let's see if we can't make it happen again. They have a good position for it. Existence with the 1, RPK, crucial kill on the bomb carrier here. This is going to equalize the game. Get Right, trying his best, but Apex comes in, and Titan at 14-14 right here at the grand finals. This is exactly where it happens.
And no bomb plant in that round. NiP are going to have to force up here or go for overtime. Now that is the play. Do NiP decide to go for an eco in this scenario? Trying to keep Titan off of map point, taking this to a 1-1. No, NiP just go for it. Full out force, and now we have to see what they have in store for us here. Again, 2nd time around where they really need a pocket strat, something to catch Titan off guard. And they attempted the early HEs there, but just couldn't quite connect.
Now, NiP are trying to run a Titan strat against Titan. I imagine they're going to try and throw these Molotovs in behind the container, see if they can burn a couple of Titan members. Apex playing really close to main, and he's going to land the first shot. What a quick flick to take down Exist now. The game is on. Apex goes down. Quick trade coming in from NiP, and they're going to get a little bit more. Maniac, 6 bullets left. He lands the kill. Pistols out, but he drops off Freiburg. It's a 2v2. Existence taking the fight. AWP out, and he's going to reset himself mentally for a moment as RPK gets himself into position as well. NiP delaying the bomb plant. They really want Titan to peek. They want them to make a mistake right now. That's going to put them in a 1v2 at least. But Freiburg eats a grenade. He's down to 20 health.
And of all the times to catch an edge there with an with a flash, that is not too good. Now look at the time that they're using right now. They're sending Michaelele on a mission.
Yeah.
And this could be a distraction. This could be the flank. This could be everything here. He's trying to get in behind enemy lines. But look at the mind games coming out here as well. Existence working his way back to this B site, just checking it, making sure that nobody is lurking over here. But this is the play now.
Did Michaelele hear it? He sort of looked, but I'm not sure he's realizing 10 seconds. Bomb goes down. Now they're focused, but Titan might realize what's going on. This could definitely be the moment. Michaelele walking up behind him, but they've already crossed. Freiburg now has to stay alive. If he goes down before Michaelele gets here, it could still go horribly wrong. There's a grenade into the corner. Freiburg's gone. Michaelele, he's too late for it. It's defused already. Michaelele can't do a single thing here.
Oh no, he comes off! He comes off the bomb!
What?
He forces him off the bomb!
Oh, I don't think he had a kit. I think that was RPK at the end. No, they both have a kit.
They both have a kit. Existence, he has this in the bag. He just doesn't realize how close Michaelele is. And Michaelele, that was a gift.
What a round. That one is going to be reviewed 100 times. There was very little time to make that call, but it definitely felt like he had it. He was on it very fast, and Michaelele took some time fighting over by the truck as well. That was nuts.
Oh, of all the rounds now, and NiP, they have the buy. It is Titan who are now forced up, spending every dime they've got to stay in this match. It is now match point for NiP, tournament point. And Titan, for them to fall now, after all of this would be horrendous, but look at Kenny now going for the big plays. Something needs to happen here, something to reinvigorate Titan, and Kenny, he's going for the aggressive push.
Oh, if he moves around this corner, NiP is so ready for it. He misses the flick, gonna try and fall back. They're not gonna chase him, but Get Right was also ready for someone to push out like that. Overtime right now would always be too much excitement, more than we can handle, it feels. Freiburg vents out, second vent out as well. They're going to try and bum rush Beach. Worked so often before, and here they go. Apex, RPK down, Existence still inside here, but he only gets the one. And Titan might be leaving the tournament right here. It's Kenny and Maniac left. It's 2v3. They need so much, and they're being flanked as well. Right, as more time ticks, the worse it's going to get at this point. Get Right is coming up from behind. Bomb is down. Kenny dies, and now Maniac in the corner, and NiP. They win ASUS ROG 2015, the Winter Edition. Wow, you could hear the crowd definitely excited. Such a close game.
Now that was the moment that NiP were looking for right there, and for it to come down that close, a clutch situation, and Michaelele on one of the biggest missions right there.
I'm speechless.
I am as well.
Absolutely speechless.
I don't think any of us could have seen it. I mean, going to overtime perhaps, but going for it to end like that.
I mean, we're going to have to go back and review that situation, because obviously we did not know exactly how much time was there for Existence. But in my mind, it felt like there was just a few seconds left, and he could have made it.
And for me, that entire time, it's just Michaelele needed to be a quarter of a second earlier, right? You know, and he took that step. And once he took that step in CT, you saw RPK whip around and start looking back towards CT. You see it. They realize that they're getting flanked. And that's the position there. The HE that finishes off Freiburg. Existence able to get onto that bomb. It's just incredible that it ends in such a fashion. That is a fitting way to end a tournament right there. 2-0 win for NiP, but Titan battled tooth and nail the entire way.
Absolutely shocking result. A big shout out to all of you watching, and a big shout out to all the fans here in Finland as well. But now, Richard, take it away.
Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, that was the final of the ASUS Republic of Gamers Winter Invitational. Can you give it up for both teams, please? It was a fantastic end to the tournament. Please show your appreciation. We've been hugely entertained, and the sad thing about every final is, of course, there has to be a runner-up, there has to be a loser. This time it is the French of Titan who put up a great fight. Wasn't enough in the end. We're going to get them up on stage now. I want you to give them a round of applause for our runners-up. It is Titan. Okay, chaps. We've We've got some medals for you, and we've got a runners-up trophy. Just a quick word from anyone here while we put your medals on. Who's doing this? I'll let you do it, brother. Well fought, man. I know it's always disappointing to lose a final. I know you guys gave it your best. Any thoughts about how the final went?
Well, actually, on those two, everybody could see that they were really far ahead of us. So no regret about those two. They just played amazingly. Of course, Cash is a different story. I think, well, everybody knows it could have gone differently. And maybe on Inferno we could have done something, but hey, they just played the best. The tight rounds, they won them. They totally deserve the win, so well played to NiP.
And just some final words. One of the great things about this final was the crowd cheered for both teams. It wasn't just NiP fans. There's obviously lots of Titan fans in the crowd as well. Any words for the fans that supported you through this tournament?
This is really amazing, guys. Thank you. We also do it for you. It's so nice to have you there shouting for us. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, like you say, commiseration, guys. Something that's going to take away the pain. We're going to get you a check as well. We've got a check for $7,000. Are we going to bring that up on stage as well? That should come along? Is it? Maybe not. Well, we'll put it in your bank account. Don't worry about a check, guys. Okay. Yep, see you later, boys. I'll see you in the bar. Final round of applause for them. Well done, Titan. Now, all that remains to be done is we need to crown our winners, but I'm not going to do that. For Ninjas in Pajamas winning this tournament, I want to get somebody I think we can all relate to, someone that's got a connection to the team, hand over the trophy. Fifth Lauren, get a bit, brother. Come. Obviously a dude who, just in case you didn't know, used to play for Ninjas in Pajamas a little bit, was part of their success, and retired now, looking sharp. I think it's only fitting you give over the trophy, brother. So we're going to get our winners. Give it up for Ninjas in Pajamas. Right, I'm just going to break up the love-in for 2 minutes, just a few words. You did say when we interviewed you yesterday that you only think about victory, that defeat is not acceptable. Did you guys believe that winning this tournament was inevitable?
Yeah, I mean, why are we here, basically? So we're only here for winning, and every tournament we play. It's not a cocky statement or something like that. It's like every other teams as well. It's just that I'm saying out loud, basically, and saying that we're here to win. It's nothing more.
And what about, 2015 being Ninjas in Pajamas? Yeah, look at him, he's back. So what about 2015 being Ninjas in Pajamas? Yeah, are you back to your best? Are we going to see you guys dominate again?
I hope so. We have MVP of this tournament, Michael, here, so anything can happen with him.
And I just want to say as well, Makalele, you ripped it up, brother. Great for you in your first, kind of victory win in the Ninjas in Pajamas jersey, please. A new star is born. But just a final word as well, just to all the fans. As you can see, there's lots of support for Ninjas in Pajamas here. I want you to, just a few words for the fans.
I can take the microphone, right?
For 2 seconds, yeah.
2 seconds, yeah. Thanks for all the support, and it's lovely to be here. I just hope that we can come back someday here, because the support has been awesome, and thanks for everyone coming here.
So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. There are our winners of the ASUS Republic of Gamers Winter Invitation. It is Ninjas in Pajamas. Not only do they take the trophy, the beautiful medals, they get $12,000 as well. Well done, guys. Enjoy it. So one final round of applause and pose for the photos, of course, all the media. Come on, give it up. Last time. Last time. There we are. And just while they're in the background there, because they want to milk this, I'm sure they do, all that remains to be said is a few words of thanks. First and foremost, we want to thank all of the teams that took part in this tournament. They made it absolutely amazing, lots of upsets, lots of things to talk about. We want to thank all of you guys for staying so late. Yeah, and you made this tournament amazing. There's videos on Reddit of you guys being such a great crowd. You can all feel really proud. I want to thank, obviously, the casters, Anders and Semler, who did a brilliant job. What would Counter-Strike be without Anders and Semler? I want to thank all of my fellow analysts, Zet and Fiflaren. And, of course, the ASUS. Without them, it wouldn't be possible. So thanks to them, and thanks to the production team for a great event. That's it. We're going to wrap up now. We're going to hit the bar. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.